It's time for Spring Hill High School basketball. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Good evening from Baldwin City, Kansas. Tonight, Baldwin High School for another exciting night of Spring Hill High School basketball here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Glad to be with you. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Caden Carbajo for our matchups tonight. We'll start with the girls' game featuring the 1-1 Spring Hill Broncos and the undefeated number 4 ranked in the 4A polls Baldwin Bulldogs in this Frontier League matchup. 14 straight Baldwin victories over the Spring Hill girls. Last win for Spring Hill January 17th of 2014. Only 3 of those 14 have been decided by single digits, so the Spring Hill girls off of a loss in their last outing a whole week ago, as they didn't have a game on Monday. Their Shawnee Mission South game was postponed due to the weather, all the snow we got. So it's been a week since they played, and now they're going to try to do something they've only done, or not done, in fact, in almost 5 years now, and that is defeat the Baldwin Bulldogs. That's our first matchup out of the gates tonight. We'll have the boys' game coming up later on tonight as well. Glad you're with us here. We're just getting started from Baldwin High School tonight. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. Hill Sports Live. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome inside the Comfort Designs pregame show tonight as we get set for Spring Hill and Baldwin High School here on Spring Hill Sports Line. Pregame show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Let's take a look tonight at our matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness. The Baldwin girls ranked number 4 in the 4A polls. They are 3-0 this season. Last year they went 21-2, finished third place at the 4A state tournament. They were the 4A Division II state champions 2 seasons ago. So this is a very program that knows how to win. 86-9 over the last 4 seasons. And they're off to a 3-0 start this season, although they have been some close games. A 7-point win at Paola, a 4-point win over Burlington, and then not as close, but a 17-point win over Anderson County. So they are a perfect 3-0. They're replacing 5 seniors and 1 junior who is not back this year, and that includes their top 3 scorers from that 21-win team, third-place state finisher last year. But they've got 4 more capable scorers this season, 2 of them averaging double figures. Anna Burnett's averaging 13.5, one of their seniors, and a sophomore, Riley Smith, scoring 12.5 points per game. And they've got 2 others, Josie Boyle and Jenna Harvey, at 9 points per game. So that 4-player combo there at all 9+ points per game, and they're a very good rebounding team, averaging 35.5 rebounds per game, and 17 of those coming on the offensive glass per game. As for the Spring Hill Broncos, they enter this matchup 1-1 off of a 13-win season a year ago. Coach Clay Freegon in his 16th season has a lot of new faces on this year's team, but we're starting to get to know some of them here early on in this year. 2 games in, Kate Milroy, a sophomore, leading this team in scoring at 10.5 points per game. Avery Anderson and Emily Dowd close behind at 9 points per contest. And we got our first chance to see Allie Frank in their game against Lansing, and she had a really good season debut with 6 points and a team-high 7 rebounds. So excited to see what she brings as she gets worked into this lineup more now after playing just her first game in that Lansing game. And that was a whole week ago as they had Monday night's game snowed out. Neither of these teams rely much on the three-point shot. Spring Hill making just 4 threes per game, and Baldwin to tick above 4 threes per game. Neither team shooting free throws well either, so that may become a factor tonight. Spring Hill making just 50% of their free throws, while Baldwin only making 42% of their free throws through 3 games. I mentioned the Reaver Baldwin, 17.5 offensive rebounds per game. Spring Hill comes into this one at plus 5.5 rebounds per game this season, but they'll be challenged on the glass in this one. And another thing that Spring Hill has done well in the first 2 games is forced turnovers. They've kind of relied on that a little bit to create some of their offense, but Baldwin just 13.5 turnovers per game. So that pressure defense of Spring Hill, we'll see if they're able to force a few more turnovers than Baldwin normally surrender. If they are able to do that, it might go a long way to them picking up this victory tonight. If they're unable to force those turnovers, we'll see where they can find some offense, because that's been a big part of the offense thus far for Spring Hill. That's a look at tonight's matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, judgment-free environment open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. The Comfort Designs pregame show continues in a moment with a look at our keys to the game tonight from Baldwin City. It's the Baldwin Bulldogs hosting the Spring Hill Broncos on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Comfort Designs pregame show here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Tonight, the Broncos on the road, taking on the Baldwin Bulldogs. First road test of the season for Spring Hill. The girls are 1-1 on the season after opening the season with a 53-16 win over Atchison, and then falling a week ago to Lansing 59-45. Both those games at home for Spring Hill, and their first road test is a big one as they will take on the 3-0, number 4 ranked Baldwin Bulldogs. They do have to replace quite a bit from last year, this Baldwin team, but they're a winning program, 86-9 over the last 4 seasons under 16th year head coach Bob Martin. As we take a look now at our keys to the game, presented by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home. Check out all of their listings at crownrealty.com. And if you're in the market to sell your home, remember the key is a great agent, and that's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. We'll start with the offensive keys in this game for Spring Hill, and we'll go with no long droughts. 3 words, easy to say, not so easy to accomplish against a good defensive team like Baldwin, but they're unable to go through long droughts tonight. We've seen that really through both games. Even in the win against Atchison, they had 2 really good quarters, Spring Hill, and 2 pretty slow offensive quarters. And then against Lansing, it was kind of more of the same. They had some long scoring droughts, and they're not going to want to do that tonight against Baldwin, a team that scores 53 per game, which isn't astronomical by any means. Spring Hill averaging 49 per game, but a good enough team that you don't want to be chasing points against this Baldwin squad. So they're going to have to avoid those long droughts. You don't have to necessarily score in bunches tonight, because you can use some defense to hopefully hold Baldwin down a little bit. They're a team that's scoring fewer than they have been accustomed to the last couple of years, but you can't go through those long scoring droughts. You got to find a way, whether that be get to the free throw line and knock down some free throws, get a turnover, score in transition, get an easy bucket that way, but keep some points accumulating on that scoreboard without going through those 5-6 minute scoring droughts. Defensive key, limit the second chance opportunities for Baldwin. I mentioned it last segment about the rebounding prowess of this Baldwin squad. They're averaging 17.5 offensive rebounds per game. That's offensive rebounds. That is a ton of extra opportunities, and it makes it a lot easier to win ball games when you're getting that many second chance opportunities. So Spring Hill must be good on the glass, on the defensive glass, and limit those second chance opportunities for Baldwin tonight. If they're able to do those couple of things, we'll see if they're able to pick up their first win over Baldwin since 2014. January 17th of 2014, the last time that the Spring Hill girls defeated the Baldwin girls. We'll see if they're able to do that here tonight, and they're going to have to do it on the road. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show. Your starting lineups and the opening tip are coming up next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Baldwin City High School here tonight as we are getting set for Spring Hill and Baldwin High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live. Glad you're with us. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Kate Ho as we are set for the starting lineups. Opening tip just moments away. Your starting lineups are brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. All right, we'll start with the home team, the Baldwin Bulldogs, here for your starting lineup, and they are 3-0 on the season. Their head coach is Bob Martin in his 16th season, assisted by Eric Toot and Katie Martin. His starters look like this: 5'10 senior Josie Boyle, number 2 in white, averaging 9 points and 8 rebounds per game this year. Anna Burnett is a 5'8 senior, number 5 for Baldwin. She is their leading scorer at 13.5 points per game. Also leads the team in assists at 3 assists per game to go along with 4 rebounds per contest. Lauren Russell is a 5'6 junior, averaging 2.5 points and 3.5 rebounds. She's number 12 for Baldwin. Jenna Harvey, their 6'2 junior, wears number 15. She's averaging 9 points and a team-high 10.5 rebounds per game. She's had back-to-back double-doubles entering play tonight. Riley Smith, a 5'7 sophomore. She is their second leading scorer. She wears number 22. She's averaging 12.5 points per game this season, along with 5 rebounds and 2.5 assists per game for the sophomore. Take a look now at your starting lineup for the Spring Hill Broncos. Kate Milroy, the sophomore, gets her second consecutive start. 10.5 points and 4 assists per game. Both numbers lead this Spring Hill team. Emily Dowd gets her first start of the season, a 5'5 junior, second leading scorer, tied with the second leading scorer at 9 points per game, along with 3 rebounds, and leads the team in 3-pointers with 3 this season. She gets her first start tonight. Avery Anderson starts for the third straight game, number 10 in purple, the 5'7 senior, averaging 9 points, 6.5 rebounds per game, both second best on the team. Allie Frank, 6' junior, making her first start of the season after getting her debut off of the bench on Friday night this past week, where she scored 6 points and had a team-high 7 rebounds. And Paige Cooper, a 5'5 senior, making her third start of the year, 2.5 points, 1 rebound per game for Cooper. The head coach of the 1-1 Broncos is Clay Freegon, who's in his 16th season. He's assisted by Alicia Von Stein. So both these head coaches, Clay Freegon and Bob Martin, in their 16th years as their head coach of their respective programs. This series, though, has been dominated by Baldwin recently. 14 straight wins for Baldwin over Spring Hill, going back to a January 17th of 2014 victory for Spring Hill. Let's see if the Broncos can get the job done on the road tonight. Allie Frank along with Jenna Harvey, and the opening tip won by Spring Hill. Quickly underneath to Anderson, but misses from close range. And there was a golden opportunity early for Spring Hill to take advantage of a quick bucket, but unable to do it. And then a turnover for Baldwin. The average just 13.5 turnovers per game. And their first turnover there will set up Spring Hill with another possession here as we're just underway in the opening quarter tonight. Opening tip was brought to you by Spring Hill Rec Commission. Sign up for the annual Daddy Daughter Dance scheduled for Saturday, February 15th at the Meadowlark Event Center. $30 per couple and $10 for each additional daughter. To register, go online to springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. Spring Hill with possession. Scoreless as we're just underway. Milroy at the top of the circle. Got her first start last Friday night and performed well with a team-high 12 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 5 assists in that one. Missed three-pointer from the corner by Frank, rebounded by Josie Boyle for Baldwin. The Bulldogs turned it over at midcourt the first time they had it. Now they set up in their front court for the first time. Boyle rejected by Allie Frank. Anderson comes up with the basketball for Spring Hill, and the Broncos quickly to the front court. Now Milroy pulls it back to set the offense up a minute into the opening quarter without a score yet. Emily Dowd, the top three-point shooter early on this season with 3 3-pointers. Thought about one, but now they pass it back out. Milroy on the right wing. Skip pass to Frank. Allie brings back up top for Milroy. Frank again for the left wing. Tries the three that side and knocks it down as Milroy picks up another assist. She leads the team at 4 per game, and she assists that three-pointer from Frank that puts Spring Hill up 3-0. 6:32 left in the first, and there's the game's first foul. A hand check called against Spring Hill's Paige Cooper, her first, team's first. 3-0 Spring Hill on top. Baldwin's Anna Burnett, their leading scorer, inbounds. Throws it into traffic and turns it over. Stolen by Cooper. Well, 2 early turnovers for Baldwin, a team that averages 13.5 per game, 3 fewer than Spring Hill. And there's the Broncos' first giveaway tonight. Almost 2 minutes into the opening quarter, and Milroy jumps out with the interception. A chance for an easy deuce and lays it in. Kate Milroy makes it 5-0 Spring Hill. So early on, 3 forced turnovers and nearly a 4th there. And they're going to get it because a push is called against Jenna Harvey after that pass was deflected away by Frank. First foul on Harvey and the first against Baldwin, as they have now turned it over 4 times in the opening minute 58 of this game. Spring Hill trying to take advantage of another turnover, already up 5-0. Anderson to Milroy, over to Dowd. Dowd has it taken away from her. That's Burnett on the steal and the left-handed finish for the Bulldogs' leading scorer on the year, Anna Burnett. And she puts Baldwin on the board at the 5:38 mark. And Dowd looks like she might have a bloody nose, got hit in the nose. So Emily Dowd will come out. In for her comes sophomore Brooke Powell. They'll try to get Dowd cleaned up to get her back into the ball game here with 5:38 left in the opening quarter. 5-2 lead Spring Hill. Frank inbounding, Baldwin with full court. These teams playing a lot of pressure defense early on. Powell with the ball there, averaging 3.5 points, 4.5 rebounds per game for the sophomore. Knocked away by Burnett, diving down on the floor. Powell and Burnett tie it up. And the possession arrow will give it to Spring Hill, or rather to Baldwin. Inside, pass to a cutting Burnett, and then lost out of bounds by Milroy. Possession remains with Baldwin, 5:11 to go, or 5:17 rather to go in the quarter. Burnett to trigger the inbound. Throws it backside to Boyle. She's fouled on the way up by Anderson. 2 shots coming up for Josie Boyle. This is not a good free throw shooting team for Baldwin. Actually, they called this foul on the floor. Never mind. So no free throws. What I was going to say is this is not a good free throw shooting team, but Boyle is one that does shoot them very well at 86%. But that's irrelevant now as that ball's knocked away. Avery Anderson comes up with it. We'll call that a shot, I guess, and give Anderson a rebound. Here's Milroy out to Powell. Underneath, Frank works towards the middle of the paint. She's blocked by the 6'2 junior Jenna Harvey. Now Burnett is fouled by Milroy. Looked like Kate Milroy was in pretty good position, though. And Clay Fregon does not like the call, and I think he's got a pretty solid case right there as Milroy is in position, and the ball, Burnett dribbled it right into Milroy, it looked like. But they call a foul on Milroy and put Burnett at the line where she misses the first. Burnett just 35% at the free throw line this year. Leads the team in scoring at 13.5 points per night, but only 7 of now 21 at the free throw line. Frank comes out of the contest for Spring Hill, and Michaela Popovich checks in for the first time. She started each of the first 2 games this year, averaging 4 points and 5 rebounds per game. And now off the bench for the first time, replaces Frank. As Baldwin goes to their bench as well, Nikki Morgan, a 5'3 senior, has come into the contest. Anderson can't finish over Harvey. And Baldwin a chance to tie it up here. A blocking foul called on the floor against Cooper. That'll be her second. So they do call it on the floor, although the officials are going to talk about it here. And I'm not sure what the official saying something to Bob Barton, and he signaled 5, which would be Anna Burnett, and now she's coming out of the game. So I think it must have something to do with an equipment issue as she's holding, it looks like a brace of some sort as she comes off the floor. And she is replaced by Lauren Russell. Boyle on the way to the cup, able to avoid defenders and lay it in to tie the game at 5 on a nice move by senior Josie Boyle. So 5 straight from Baldwin to answer the 5 that started the game from Spring Hill, and we're knotted up with 4.5 left in the opening period. Milroy from downtown on the left wing, splashes it home. 5 points from Kate Milroy, and the lead goes right back to Spring Hill by 3. Smith brings it up top. Morgan on the right wing. Drive and kick out to Russell. Lobs underneath to Harvey, who had Popovich playing on the top side of her. And that gave a lot of room underneath as Jenna Harvey capitalizes on the entry pass. Pulls Baldwin within 1. Just under 4 left in the opening quarter. Powell from the wing, down to Popovich. Swings it back out to Brooke Powell again, trying to get inside the paint. Had it knocked out of her hands, tied up, and this time it will remain with Spring Hill. Anna Burnett back in for Baldwin. And for Spring Hill for the first time this year, sophomore Kaylee Oakes has checked into the game. 35 in purple. Kaylee Oakes on for the first time here this year. Milroy inbound out to Weber, who's also checked in now. The freshman misses the long 2. Rebounded by Burnett. Chance to run for Baldwin, a 2-on-1. Burnett with a bounce pass to the right block, but Morgan unable to finish. And then a rebound and timeout from Harvey. So Jenna Harvey with, oh no, I thought they were signaling timeout. She stepped on the baseline though, trying to gather that rebound. So I was going to say that was a heads-up play if she was able to get the timeout in time, but she did not. So it's Spring Hill ball. Powell to the basket, blocked by Harvey. Again, a chance to run for Baldwin, but before Morgan put that ball on the floor, she traveled. Took too many steps after catching the pass. Frank back in for Spring Hill, replaces Popovich. Smith returns for Baldwin for Morgan. 3:07 to go in the first quarter. 8-7 Spring Hill lead. Broncos with the ball. Milroy, she's hit once, and that one off right iron, just missed her second three. Weber with an offensive rebound, and then Burnett picks up the foul on the pass back out to Milroy. Fourth team foul, or rather a second team foul, and first personal foul on Burnett. Frank catch and shoot off of the inbound, and she drains another three. Second three-pointer from Allie Frank. 11-7 Spring Hill. They've already hit 3 3-pointers in this opening quarter. They only average 4 per game, but they've come out with the long ball going down here tonight. Drive and foul. Riley Smith heads to the free throw line as that foul is called on Brooke Powell. 15th foul on Spring Hill, first on Powell. And at the line is Riley Smith, 10 out of 23 this season at the free throw line, and misses the first of 2 shots. Popovich back on for Kaylee Oakes for Spring Hill. Second foul shot is good for Smith. It's a 3-point game with 2:36 left in the quarter. Frank to Powell in the corner. Up top, Popovich from 17. Banked off the glass is good. 13-8 Spring Hill, tying their largest lead of this ball game. And they're going to call a jump ball on that. So Baldwin will keep possession as they get a fortunate call to go their way on what appeared like a travel, but they'll call it a jump ball instead. There's a 3-point try from Smith. Back rim, loose ball, foul going against Baldwin. They'll call that one on Josie Boyle. 13 foul, second personal, or rather first on Boyle. 13-8 Spring Hill lead with 2:08 left first quarter. Good start tonight for Spring Hill. They have not trailed yet in this opening quarter. Game was tied once at 5. Spring Hill now on 2 separate occasions has led by 5. Ball knocked out of bounds there by Boyle. Popovich will re-enter it on the sideline. It was through the hands of Milroy, loose on the sideline and picked up by Baldwin, but then she was on the sideline. No, they're going to say it was Popovich who was touching the ball on the sideline, so that's a Spring Hill turnover. And Baldwin has possession back with just under 2 to go in the quarter. Baldwin trailing 13-8. Number 4 ranked team in the 4A polls, the 3-0 Baldwin girls. And trailed throughout the opening quarter here on their home floor. 3-0 this season, Spring Hill at 1-1. 14 straight Baldwin wins over Spring Hill. They're going to call the travel this time on Smith. Kind of got caught up on the hip of the defender. She was trying to get into the paint, and it caused her to take an extra little gather step. That's 6 further turnovers on Baldwin. They're almost halfway to their per-game average in the opening 8 minutes. Frank from the top of the key, and a foul is called against Baldwin. That's second foul on Josie Boyle. She'll have to come out of the game now, and in comes Nikki Morgan to replace her. 4th team foul against Baldwin, but the second on Boyle. Milroy on the inbound. Needs to get it in and does not get it in time. It's a 5-second violation against Spring Hill, their 5th turnover with 90 seconds left in the quarter. And the Bronco lead remains 5. Russell working against the freshman Weber. Smith back to Burnett, the Bulldogs' leading scorer. Defers to the corner to Russell. Up top for Morgan, lining up a 3, missing it way off to the mark on the left side. Offensive rebound by Russell, but then she traveled. So a 7th turnover against Baldwin with 1:04 left in the quarter. Spring Hill's got it back up 5. This is Weber in the front court. Powell from the circle wants to go underneath the Popovich. Dropped on top of her deep in the paint, but she missed from close range. Got it back. Now she's tied up. Jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep it with Spring Hill. So another chance for the Broncos after a really good missed chance there from Popovich. Milroy into Frank. Out to Powell. Catch and shoot long 2. Short. And a rebound to Russell for Baldwin. Half minute left in the quarter. Burnett racing the other way. A foul is called on the floor. I think they're going to call it on Powell. Milroy ended up getting run over, but the foul occurred prior to it, and it is on Powell. That's her 2nd and the team's 6th. Avery Anderson will check into the game. She replaces Popovich for Spring Hill. 33 seconds left here in the first. Burnett inbounds to Russell, and she missed from point-blank range. Got her own rebound, though. Then it's thrown into the backcourt, kicked around, picked up by Spring Hill. Anderson chases it down to the corner. Knocked away and stolen by Burnett. 18 seconds left. Burnett bounce pass behind Morgan. She pulls it back out, 10 to shoot. Smith on the drive, denied by Frank. It went right back out to Burnett. She missed the 3. And Milroy comes up with the ball for Spring Hill as the quarter expires. 13-8, Spring Hill by 5 through 1 on top of Baldwin here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Vision's Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School tonight. Spring Hill on the road for the first time this season, and they lead by 5, 13-8 Broncos. They never did trail in the first quarter, led 5-0 early, then it was tied at 5, and then Spring Hill again has pushed the lead back up to 5. Russell on the drive and the miss, rebounded by Julia Hess, who's in for the first time for Spring Hill. She's joined by Milroy, who's got the ball right now. Weber out on the left wing. Now Anderson replaces her on that side with Frank holding on the right side now. The 5 on the floor for Spring Hill, who leads 13-8. Carly Neufeld guarding the ball for Baldwin previously. Now it's Riley Smith. Neufeld, though, in for the first time. Russell and Burnett and Smith out there as well. And also in for the first time, Ambrin Stewart for Baldwin, number 10. There was a turnover on the opening possession of the quarter for Spring Hill. They've now turned it over 7 times. Baldwin also with 7 turnovers. Nearly their 8th there, but Burnett comes up with the ball, working against Weber, drives around her, and gets the lay-in to spin in. That's 5 points now from Anna Burnett. Leads the team scoring in this game and leads them this year in scoring at 13.5 per game. 13-10 lead, Spring Hill with 6:50 and counting left in this first half. Hess underneath. Weber tapped it back out. And then a foul called, a block on the perimeter against Anna Burnett. Now her second. And the 5th foul called against Baldwin. Jenna Harvey and Josie Boyle return. Also returning is Kelsey Swanger, coming in for the first time, Kelsey Swanger. So Burnett sits down with her second foul, but Boyle comes back in. She's also playing with 2 fouls right now. Milroy at the top of the key. Good 5-point first quarter from Kate Milroy, along with a couple of assists. Hess up to Anderson. Runner down the left lane line by Avery. Anderson won't fall, and Harvey has her third rebound. A 3 would tie it here for Baldwin. Smith will step back 3, comes up way short. Hess with another rebound. Looked like Milroy may have gotten a finger on that attempt, and then they throw it away as the Milroy pass behind Weber and out of bounds into the Baldwin bench. 13-10, Spring Hill on top with 5:55 left, second quarter. Neufeld fires up a 3. Rebounded by Anderson as Spring Hill gets another stop, still up by 3. This is Weber to Frank. Mid-post, missed it. And a rebound for Swanger. Smith coast to coast, offensive foul on Riley Smith. Lowered the shoulder and has committed her first and the team's 6th foul. Michaela Popovich back in for Spring Hill. Anderson will sit. Paige Cooper also returns. She's got 2 fouls, and she replaces Hess. .5:29 left in the first half. Spring Hill by 3 with the ball. Both teams in the bonus now as Weber has it in the front court. A chance for Spring Hill with numbers. Nice find to Popovich, but it's blocked by Smith. Popovich got it back. Missed on a second chance. Boyle the rebound. Up to Smith with a shot fake and the drive. Blocked by Frank. Allie Frank with another rejection, but then it turned it over. It was stolen away from her by Jenna Harvey. She was tied up, and Spring Hill will get it on the tie-up. So Allie Frank has been big down low for Spring Hill. She's hit 2 3-pointers on the offensive side. Now a couple of blocked shots on the defensive side. Cooper comes to a stop, shoots over Harvey, too strong. Backside rebound for Riley Smith of Baldwin. Smith doesn't have the numbers, so she'll pull it back away. Now Boyle around Popovich, fouled this time by Frank as she was looking for another block shot. And it will send Josie Boyle to the free throw line for 2 shots. First foul on Allie Frank. 7th team foul. It's a 2-shot foul for Boyle, who is 86% this year, 6 out of 7 at the line. No doubt about the first. And the second free throw, it missed. It wasn't going to count anyway as Boyle was called for a line violation, crossed over that free throw line in the shot. Russell is checked in for Baldwin. It's a 2-point game. Spring Hill on top with 4:45 left in the first half. Spring Hill has not trailed yet in this ball game. Got off to a 5-0 start. They were tied once, but they have never trailed. Popovich to Frank through traffic. Tough finish for Allie Frank, who's now got 8 points to lead the way for the Broncos. And Spring Hill leads it by 4. Straightaway 3 from Boyle is cashed in. 6 now from Boyle. She becomes the leading scorer for Baldwin. And with just over 4 to go in the half, the lead down to 1, but it's back to 4 on that tray by Frank. So Allie Frank has come to play tonight. 11 points for the 6-foot junior. Getting her first start of the season. She sat out the opener, came off the bench. A solid 6.7 rebound game last Friday against Lansing. Now into the starting lineup where she projects to remain the rest of the way. And she has been huge tonight for Spring Hill, as that traveling violation is the 9th turnover against Baldwin. It's a 4-point Spring Hill lead with possession. Under 4 to go in the second quarter. Frank to Cooper, and she traveled. Now 10 turnovers on Spring Hill. Both these teams turning it over well above their average. Spring Hill averaging 16.5 per game this year. They're at 10 right now. Baldwin averaging 13.5 per game, and they're at 9. Milroy quickly back into the game for Spring Hill. Baldwin's got it, though, down 4. Smith to Stewart. Now Boyle, who's their top scorer tonight with 6. Trying to take Oakes off the bounce, and she turned it over. Threw it right to Kate Milroy. And then Powell travels as she caught the pass from Milroy. Anna Burnett returning for Baldwin. Replaces Russell. Burnett with 5 points tonight. Leads the team in scoring this year. 3.5 to go in the half. 18-14. Baldwin trailing with the ball. They have not led at any point in this game. They've led at halftime all 3 games this year. But they have yet to have a lead for any period of time in this first half. And they've turned it over now for their 11th time. Boyle slow to get up. Spring Hill's got a 5-on-4 underneath Oakes. Back out to Frank. Missed that time from mid-range. Backside rebound by Burnett. She's fouled by Powell in the backcourt. That will put Burnett at the free throw line. And that is the 3rd foul here in the first half on Brooke Powell. So she is most likely done for the rest of this half as Hess checks in for her. Anna Burnett goes to the line for a 1-and-1. 1 for 2 so far in this game. 8 for 22 on the season at the line. And she's able to knock down the front end of the 1-and-1. Jenna Harvey back in for Baldwin. Burnett hits both free throws. It's a 2-point game as we go underneath. 3 minutes left in the half. Weber stops and takes it from 15 short. Russell with the rebound, and Baldwin a chance to tie it up or even take their first lead here on this possession as they trail by 2. Burnett with the ball working against Milroy. Harvey now back out to Burnett. Goes baseline. Milroy called for the foul. It will put Burnett at the line for 2 more shots. For Kate, that's her 2nd foul. So 2 shots for Anna Burnett. First one misses right. Paige Cooper replaces Milroy. One out of 2 at the line for Burnett. Now 8 points to lead the team. Neufeld and Stewart go out. Boyle and Smith back in. 1 point Spring Hill lead, and a hold is called. Prior to that ball being inbounded, they call it on Lauren Russell, her first, team 7th. So a 1-and-1 chance for Spring Hill. They have not taken a free throw yet, Spring Hill. This will be the first trip to the foul line. And it'll be freshman Jenna Weber, who goes to the line for the first time this year. 2 points in the opener for Weber. Did not score in their second game against Lansing. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Baldwin down 1 with the ball. Quick shot, 3-pointer is way too strong, and then a foul on the rebound, and it looks like it's going against Spring Hill. It is. It'll go on Kaylee Oakes. So 2 shots coming up for Jenna Harvey after that foul on Oakes. As it is the 10th team foul, so it's double bonus time for Baldwin. Harvey has really struggled at the foul line this year. 21%, 3 for 14 this season. But she made that one look pretty good. So that ties it at 18. Second time we've been tied in this first half. And Harvey's second free throw missed, so it will remain a tie game as Baldwin is yet to lead in this first half. Frank with 11 to lead the way for Spring Hill, has it outside left. Now Cooper from the top of the key, a drive and kick down to Weber. Back to Frank, another three-pointer on the way, but missed left. Burnett the rebound, has Harvey all alone out in front of the pack, and Jenna Harvey's layup is good to put Baldwin in front for the first time tonight. They're on a 6-0 run, and with 1:49 left in the half, they've taken a 20-18 lead on Spring Hill. Clay Freegon gets the timeout with 1:42 left in this first half. The 32nd timeout, so we'll keep things right here with a 20-18 Baldwin lead on top of Spring Hill. 1:42 left in this first half, and Clay Freegon's really got to like where his girls are at here with 1:42 left in the half. On the road for the first time, taking on a 3-0, fourth-ranked team in the 4A polls, the Baldwin girls. And to this point, they have not trailed until just a moment ago. So they are very much in this one. They have done a lot of good things on the defensive end of the floor. They've made some shots from outside of the offensive end of the floor. 3 3-pointers have been made in this game. Or rather, 4 3-pointers, 3 of them by Frank and 1 by Milroy. That's the number they average per game on the year. So Spring Hill with the ball out of the timeout. Down by 2. Avery Anderson on the left wing, trying to go underneath, and it's intercepted by Harvey. A dozen first half turnovers now for Spring Hill, and Burnett can't finish on the other end. A foul is going against Riley Smith on that rebound. That is her second and the 8th team foul, so another chance at the line for Spring Hill. They've only attempted 1 free throw in the first half. That was a miss on the front end of a 1-and-1 by Weber. Now it'll be Kate Milroy to the line. She's made 3 out of her 4 free throw attempts this season. Russell replacing the girl who just committed the foul, Smith, which was her second. Milroy connects on the front end of the 1-and-1. A chance now to tie this game up. Popovich back in for Spring Hill. Milroy gets both free throws, so we are tied yet again. Neufeld left open, and Neufeld connects on a 3. A freshman, Carly Neufeld, had nobody guarding her. That's the easiest look she'll have this year. That's her 3rd 3, and it's 23-20 Baldwin. Milroy underneath Weber, fouled from behind by Neufeld. So another 1-and-1 chance for Jenna Weber coming up. Weber missed the front end of a 1-and-1 earlier this quarter. This time able to knock down that front end. Hess returns for Spring Hill. Milroy sits down. Second foul shot is missed. Frank got the rebound. Then it may have been blocked almost by her own teammate, it looked like, as Popovich was kind of falling back into her. Her and Boyle were tangled up. And in the end, it fell obviously short, but we'll go back to Baldwin. No call on it. 23-21. Baldwin by 2 with the ball. Under a minute left in the half. Burnett with a team high 8 points with the ball. Being guarded by Julia Hess. Burnett just wasted time right now. Clock down to a half minute to go. Hess really having to work here, and Burnett, I don't know that has any intention to go anywhere, just making Hess work back and forth. Clock down to 15, and now Bob Martin takes a timeout. So 16 seconds left for Baldwin here. They are going to try to set up something for this final shot. Baldwin trailed the majority of this first half. A 6-0 run from the 3:02 to the 1:49 mark of this second quarter gave them their first lead at 20-18. Spring Hill tied it up momentarily after that, but then Baldwin hit a three to go up 23-20, and it's now 23-21. So of the nearly now 16 minutes of this first half, Baldwin has led for less than 90 seconds of it. But they've currently got the lead. They've led at the half each of their first three games, which have resulted in all victories. Spring Hill has led once and trailed once at the half. The game they led, they went on to win. The game they trailed, they went on to lose. So Burnett back with it again as we hit 10 seconds left in the half. Still being guarded by Hess. Harvey comes out to set the screen. Boyle from the corner. Spins into Popovich off the bottom side of the rim. Weber the rebound. Has 1 second and won't get the heave off, so that will end the half. Baldwin on top of Spring Hill, 23-21 through one half of basketball tonight. Coming up next, it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Missouri, Leah is sure to customize your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome to Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show from Baldwin High School tonight. We are at the half in the girls' game, and it's a close one, 23-21. Baldwin with a 2-point lead over the Spring Hill Broncos here at the half. Halftime show brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, where Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. To learn more, call 913-221-0755. Just up the street at 159th and Merlin, Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. Good first half as we take a look back at it on our Eye of the Game, brought to you by White Cell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with White Cell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020. And be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. This game started out with 5 points from Spring Hill, taking an early 5-0 lead. Baldwin answered with 5 straight to tie the game up. Nearly 4 minutes into the first quarter, we were still at that 5-5 score before Spring Hill then hit a couple of three-pointers, and that opened their lead back up to 5 by the end of the quarter. It was 13-8 Spring Hill at the end of one. Starting out into the second quarter, Spring Hill would keep that 5-point cushion early. It would be down to 4 with 4:08 left in the first half, and then that's when Baldwin put together their first run of the ball game from the 3:02 mark to the 1:49 mark. They went on a 6-0 run to take their first lead of the game with 1:49 left in the second quarter. They went up 20-18. Spring Hill answered back with a couple of free throws from Kate Milroy just 20 seconds later to tie the game at 20 with 1:24 left in the half. And then Baldwin got a three from freshman Carly Neufeld to go up 23-20 at the 1:14 mark. A free throw from Jenna Weber would take one off that three-point deficit and close it to 2, and that's where we stand as neither team scored in the final minute of the first half. So 23-21 at the break. The Baldwin Bulldogs lead by 2 on top of the 1-1 Spring Hill Broncos as Baldwin looks to get to 4-0 to start 2019. I guess in this case to end 2019, right? Is this the final game of the calendar year of 2019, but very early in the season of the 2019-2020 season. Good one so far. 23-21, Baldwin leading Spring Hill at the half. More of the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show is next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. A 23-21 Baldwin lead on top of Spring Hill in our girls game at the half. Take a look at the first half numbers in this one. Both teams turned it over more than they are accustomed to, as Baldwin had 11 first half turnovers, Spring Hill with 12 first half turnovers. Spring Hill averaging 16.5 per game, Baldwin at 13.5 per game, so both well above their average through one half of basketball. Baldwin with the early edge on the glass. They're +5 at the half, 17-12 advantage rebounding for Baldwin. And the Baldwin Bulldogs also a +5 at the free throw line. They went 8 of 12. A very good percentage, though, for Baldwin. 75% at the line, or rather, 67% at the line for a team that was only 42% as a squad through their first 3 games. Spring Hill didn't get there much, but they did make 3 out of their 5 first half free throws. Run down some of the individual leaders here for you for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Their leading scorer is Anna Burnett. She's got 8 points, and she also leads the team with 4 first half rebounds. Josie Boyle with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Jenna Harvey, 5 points and 3 rebounds. The other scorers for Baldwin, Carly Neufeld has 3, and Riley Smith with 1. And as far as the rebounding leaders, I mentioned Burnett tied with the team lead with 4. She is tied with Lauren Russell, who also has 4 first half rebounds, and Boyle and Harvey each with 3. For Spring Hill, leading the way in the scoring column was Allie Frank, a strong first half, 11 points from Allie, already a season high by nearly twice as much as she had in her first game out last Friday against Lansing with 6. She's got 11 the first half of this one, and Kate Milroy with 7. So those two with 18 of the 21 for Spring Hill. The only other points have come from Michaela Popovich, who's got 2, and Jenna Weber, who's got 1 at the free throw line. Leading rebounder in the first half was Avery Anderson with 3. Allie Frank, Jenna Weber, Julia Hess, and Michaela Popovich each with 2. And Kate Milroy with a team-high 2 first-half assists for Spring Hill. But it's 23-21, Baldwin by 2 at the half. They lead Spring Hill. You're watching the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to Baldwin High School tonight. We head to the second half. Thanks for watching the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show. As we get set for this second half, a chance to remind you that the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce wants you to support our community and shop local this holiday season. Keep up to date with Chamber events by visiting them online at springhillks.org. If you haven't done your shopping yet, you're running out of time, but I know that that's the way for many, myself included sometimes. Here we go to the second half. 23-21, Baldwin on top by 2, and they turn it over on their first possession. That's the 12th turnover now for the Baldwin Bulldogs, and it leads to a layup attempt by Frank. Missed the initial one, but she got it back and connects on the second chance. So 13 points now from Allie Frank, leading all scorers in this game, and she has tied it up at 23 all. Our fourth tie this game. Just the one lead change so far. Harvey underneath, off her fingertips, and out of bounds off of Harvey. So it'll be Spring Hill basketball. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers to start the second half for Baldwin. And they have hit their number of turnovers they average per game already, just 40 seconds into the third quarter. Paige Cooper with the ball for Spring Hill. Frank, Popovich, Anderson, and Milroy, the 5 on the floor. And that shot was short, but rebounded by Anderson. Cooper back up with it. That one long. Popovich trying to save it. Tapped it back, though, into the arms of Riley Smith for Baldwin. Bulldogs with the ball, tied up at 23 all. Burnett, 8 points to lead the way for Baldwin. Gives out to Boyle, who had 6. A foul is called on the floor. The first foul on Spring Hill of the second half. It's called on Popovich. That's her first personal foul. Burnett on the inbound. Lobs into Boyle in the center of the paint. Trying to power up past Popovich. Can't do it, though, and Popovich with the rebound. Spring Hill pushes. Cooper. Up to Popovich. Runner is rejected by Harvey. And now Baldwin's got a chance to run. Boyle crashing into Milroy. A blocking foul is called on Kate. So Milroy picks up her 3rd foul. And they're going to count the bucket as well. So Josie Boyle not only gets the bucket, but now she'll go to the line for another chance, where she is 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. So a generous and 1 opportunity there, and Boyle takes advantage. 9 points now from Josie Boyle. A 3-point lead for Baldwin with 6:27 to go in the third quarter. Anderson is fouled. Blocking foul call on the floor against Baldwin's Lauren Russell, her second. Anderson has yet to score in this one. She had 15 on opening night against Atchison, but was held to just 3 against Lansing and is scoreless through a half tonight. Milroy into Popovich, gets the roll as Michaela Popovich gets her second bucket off the bench. And Spring Hill's within 1. Third assist now from Kate Milroy, leads the team of the year at 4 per game, and she's at 3 tonight. Burnett on the drive, banked off the glass for the baseline. First player into double figures for Baldwin at 10 points tonight. 3-point Baldwin lead here on their home floor. They're 3-0 this year, 1-0 at home. Spring Hill 1-1 on the season and playing on the road for the first time. Long 2 from the baseline by Frank, won't go. Burnett the rebound. Takes herself, kicks it out, and then ran over Frank, committing her third foul on the charge. Emily Dowd will come back in now along with Jenna Weber. So Dowd started this game for the first time this year and then left early in the first quarter after getting hit in the face. And for the first time since that injury, Emily Dowd has come back in now. So we'll see what she can provide now, as she is their leading 3-point shooter coming into this year, averaging 9 points per game. It hasn't played a whole lot yet tonight because of that early injury, but she's back on the floor now. Number 2 in purple. Here's Popovich on the baseline drive. Anderson on that drive. Lost it on the way up, and then it went out of bounds off of Baldwin. So it remains with Spring Hill with 5:17 left here in the third. Spring Hill down by 3. Weber to inbound. Throws into Popovich. Here's Dowd now. Screen from Popovich. Opened up down the baseline. Can't get the roll, but an offensive rebound. Popovich putback won't go. Smith up to Burnett. Lob to Harvey. Finished with a right hand. Largest lead of the game for Baldwin. They lead by 5 with 4:50 left in the third. It matches the largest lead for either team. Baldwin trailed by 5 twice in the first half, now lead by 5. Dowd gets an open look for a long 2 and knocks it down. So there's some scoring they needed from Emily Dowd as they try to get back into this one, down by 3 only on the road against the 4A number 4 Baldwin Bulldogs. Smith make that Russell driving into traffic, and a foul is called against Spring Hill. They'll call it on Jenna Weber. Her first, team's third. 2 shots for Lauren Russell. 2 out of 2 this year at the free throw line. Powell returns for Spring Hill. She left early second quarter with her third foul and now back in for the first time in the second half, replacing Avery Anderson. Russell 1 out of 2. And the lead is 4 for Baldwin as we near the midway point of the third quarter. Weber underneath to Powell. Can't hit. Offensive board. Weber and the stick back. Timeout, Spring Hill. 31-29. Broncos within 2 with 3:55 left to play here in the third quarter. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
An awesome collision, a great collision on the field, awesome. An awesome collision on the road, not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Broncos Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
31-29 Baldwin lead on top of Spring Hill with 3:55 to play third quarter. Baldwin led by 2 at the half. Their lead stays 2 right now. It's been as high as 5 in this third quarter after Baldwin trailed by as many as 5 back in the first half. 4 ties, 1 lead change thus far. Baldwin with the ball up 2 as Riley Smith brings it into the front court. Picked up by Powell. Morgan swings it on around to Stewart. Boyle now with it for Baldwin. Driving on Popovich. A travel is called on Josie Boyle, the 14th turnover against Baldwin. Baldwin continues to play their full court pressure. Spring Hill hasn't had much issue with it, although they struggle to get it inbounded here, but Frank does put it in play to Weber in time. Dowd wraps that pass around to Powell, but she can't knock down the open look. Morgan the rebound for Baldwin. Bulldogs by 2 with the ball as Stewart tries to go inside for Josie Boyle, and a foul called on Michaela Popovich, her second and the team's 4th. Neufeld and Harvey back for Baldwin. Milroy and Anderson back for Spring Hill. Smith inbounds out to Morgan. Back to Smith, dumping underneath Harvey. And a good job by Avery Anderson coming across to force the tap and force the turnover back to Spring Hill on the jump ball. Spring Hill with possession, down 2, 3 minutes left in the third. Milroy tracks that pass down. Up top, Frank. She's hit 3 times from downtown, but can't dial up a 4th. Offensive rebound from Milroy. Knocked down on the floor. She went down with the ball, and they're going to call it a jump ball, so it will turn over back to Baldwin this time of the arrow. Anna Barnett returns for Baldwin. Leading scorer with 10 tonight. It was a great look from Frank on that three-pointer. She's got a team high and game high 13 points tonight, but could not connect on what would have been a lead-changing 3. This is Smith working against Powell. Nice spin move around her. Harvey trying to clean up the miss. Can't do it. They're going to get another chance, and it goes off of Harvey's hand. Trying to save it out of bounds. It's saved by Smith. Three-pointer from Neufeld. Rims out, loose on the baseline, and a foul is called. Loose ball foul against either Harvey or Frank. And they call it on Allie Frank. Her second, team's 5th. Smith to Neufeld. Tossed underneath the Harvey, and another foul on Allie Frank, so she's now picked up her 3rd. $16 fouls on Spring Hill, the 3rd now on Allie Frank with 2:05 left in the third quarter. Burnett inbounds to Stewart. Long possession here from Baldwin, and remember it was extended by a couple of offensive rebounds by Harvey. Burnett on the drive, and with 3 fouls, an aggressive defensive play made by Allie Frank, but she got the block clean. It'll stay with Baldwin, but Burnett was denied there at the cup by Allie Frank. Harvey on the inbound pass, can't get the roll, and it goes off of Anderson, so it will remain with Baldwin again. Popovich checking in, trying to bring some rebounding and avoid a 4th foul on Frank. Kaylee Oakes, well, she's buzzed at the scorer's table where the ball was inbounded, so they'll play on. And Burnett stepped on the baseline, turning it over for a 16th time for Baldwin. Oakes now in for Anderson with 1:45 to go in the third. Josie Boyle back in for Baldwin, replacing Stewart. Well, neither team has scored now in over 2 minutes. Baldwin's gone 2.5 minutes without scoring. Spring Hill just over 2 minutes without scoring. Powell trying to tie the game up and does. First points for Brooke Powell tonight. And that's a big shot to tie this game up at 31 apiece with 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Burnett kicks to Neufeld, and she traveled. Russell checks in for Burnett. Milroy into the front court of Spring Hill, trying to take the lead back here on this possession. Weber to Popovich, and she's fouled by Riley Smith, her third. Just the third team foul. 1:11 to play here in the third quarter. Oakes holding, trying to rifle that one into Powell. It's deflected out by Russell. Well, 5 seconds came off the clock, and they'll inbound from the baseline now. Milroy lobbing in for Popovich, who gets hit in the head and toppled Michaela Popovich to the floor. They call the foul on Josie Boyle, her third. So Boyle, Burnett, and Smith, 3 starters with 3 fouls for Baldwin. And Spring Hill's Milroy, Powell, and Frank, 2 of the 3 starters with 3 fouls. Well, Boyle is out for Baldwin. Neufeld also going out, and Stewart and Morgan have returned. Avery Anderson back in along with Allie Frank for Spring Hill. Weber to Powell on the baseline. Can't hit from 15. Rebounded by Harvey. Still tied with under a minute to go in the third. That ball out of bounds off of Spring Hill. Emily Dowd replaces Powell. Russell on the inbound, and it went off the arm of her teammate Smith. Turned over, but Spring Hill nearly gave it back, and instead a foul committed in the backcourt against Baldwin. Call it on Harvey, her second, team's 5th. 42 seconds now left in the third quarter. Still tied up 31-all. Frank underneath Anderson, blocked by Harvey. Baldwin's got it back, tied at 31. Under 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And a timeout taken by Bob Martin for Baldwin with 16 seconds left in quarter number 3. 30-second timeout. We keep things right here at Baldwin High School, as this has been a good back and forth ball game tonight. Neither team has led by more than 5. We've had 5 ties, just 1 lead change. So it's, for as much of a close game as it has been, it hasn't had the back and forth that a lot of times these types of games have. It's been Spring Hill in front for the first 20 points of the game, and Baldwin in front for the last 11 points of this game. They took their first lead at 20-18 with a minute 49 left in the second quarter. Baldwin did. And they have not given up that lead other than it being tied twice since then, but they have not, or tied 3 times since then, but they've never gone back down to Spring Hill. 16 seconds left here in the third. Burnett on the inbound, working against Cooper. Pass to Boyle. Boyle turns and faces, now drives on Anderson. Foul is called. They're going to wave off the bucket, though. That shot went in for Boyle, but they wave it off. No basket. Foul on Avery Anderson, her second. That is the 7th team foul, so it puts Boyle at the free throw line, but it's only a 1-and-1 instead of getting the bucket to go. Boyle with 9 points, 2 out of 3 at the foul line. That's Isabel Harvey, who has checked in for the first time tonight for Baldwin, 5'8" sophomore. Boyle's free throw missed, and Harvey, I believe they're going to call for this foul. They will, and that is her third, only the 6th team foul, so it doesn't cost them free throws here, but it does pin a third foul on their 6'2" junior. 5 seconds left in the third. Oaks will inbound for Spring Hill. Weber takes that inbound. Just don't turn it over here. 2 seconds. Weber got it off in time. Neufeld, though, with the block shot, and that'll end the third. We're tied at 31 all as we go to the fourth. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Baldwin High School here tonight as we go to the fourth quarter, tied up at 31. 5 ties, 1 lead change throughout this ball game, and Spring Hill will be playing from behind early in this fourth quarter on that lay-in by Riley Smith. Her first field goal of the game. She had a free throw earlier, but that makes it 33-31 Baldwin, just underway here in the fourth. Baldwin is led by as many as 5. Spring Hill has led by as many as 5. It has been tight throughout as Emily Dowd drives, puts up a runner, no good, and Jenna Harvey pulls down her team-leading 6th rebound. Long outlet to Burnett. They got a chance to run. Burnett keeps it all the way to the glass and lays it in. A dozen for Burnett, and the lead is 4 for Baldwin. Nearly a minute into the fourth quarter. Spring Hill needs an answer. Don't want to allow Baldwin to get too much early momentum in this fourth quarter. In a game that's been tight throughout, and got to stay attached here as Dowd bobbled on the catch. Now gives to Milroy. She takes a contested 2 off the back rim. Frank nearly had that rebound, but lost it on the way down. And Lauren Russell comes up with it for Baldwin. Bulldogs with a 4-point lead of the basketball. 6.5 to play in the contest. Burnett with 12 points with the basketball. She leads the scoring for Baldwin tonight. Their only player in double figures. Boyle now, who's got 9, gives it up top to Russell. Now back to Boyle in the right corner. On the baseline drive, count the bucket, and a foul will give Josie Boyle a 3-point opportunity. The foul called on Spring Hill's Emily Dowd. Dowd goes out along with Anderson. Popovich and Weber back in, and a timeout, Spring Hill. Clay Freegon will have 2 timeouts remaining as he has Going to try to kill some of this momentum that Baldwin has picked up early on in this fourth quarter. The Bulldogs of Baldwin High now with their largest lead of the game, 37-31 with 6:10 to play in the game. Josie Boyle will be at the free throw line with a chance to add one to the lead. She's one shy of her season high, which is 12. She had that in their second game of the year against Anderson County. She's got 11 right now with a free throw coming up. 2 out of 4 at the foul line in this game. Came in 6 of 7. Free throw is good. Both Boyle and Burnett now with 12 points each. And the 7-point lead, the largest of the game for Baldwin. A quick 7-0 run to open up this fourth quarter after we were tied 31 all to start it. Milroy called for a travel. And that's just the second turnover of the second half on Spring Hill. They're 14th for the game. And right now they can ill afford them as they are down 7. Boyle wide open on the inbound pass from Burnett. Capitalizes for another quick 2. And it's now 40-31 in favor of Baldwin as a foul is committed by Burnett in the backcourt. And that will put Spring Hill on the line as that is the 7th team foul against the Baldwin Bulldogs. For Burnett, that's her 4th personal. She'll come out and Lauren Russell replaces her. Paige Cooper at the line, 1-1. Missed it, and Neufeld the rebound. Boyle's got 5 here in the fourth quarter for him. Gives out to Neufeld, and missing the 3 a bit strong. Harvey with the offensive rebound. It was knocked out of her hand by Frank, so it will stay with Baldwin. Nine-point Baldwin lead with 5:44 to play. Harvey on the inbound. Left it short and trying to get that rebound on the baseline. Smith was on the baseline, so it will be Spring Hill basketball with 5:40 to go. Broncos down by 9, largest deficit of the game. Spring Hill led by as many as 5 in the first half. And now they turn it over for the 3rd time here in the fourth quarter after they didn't turn it over a single time in the 3rd. Neufeld working on Cooper, gives it outside to Smith. Work it back over to Neufeld on the left wing this time. Smith driving kick Boyle. Back up to Neufeld. Lobs inside the paint to Harvey, and she turns around Frank and knocks one down. A 11-0 run to start the fourth quarter for a Baldwin. Boyle with the deflection out of bounds. Brooke Powell comes in for Spring Hill. As the Broncos trailing by 11. They are in desperate need for an offensive answer here. Kaylee Oakes checks in. Milroy fires up a 3. Too strong, got her own rebound. Out to Frank, wide open look for Allie Frank. That one's too strong as well. And Harvey clears it. 2 really good looks right there for Spring Hill. Milroy hit the floor hard, but she pops right back up. Neufeld around Powell. Right at Weber, missed it. Harvey bobbled it and got it back. Harvey has 2 straight double-doubles entering play tonight, and she's sitting on 9 points, 9 rebounds now. Blocking foul on that drive. It's against Powell, and it will put Baldwin at the free throw line. Josie Boyle will have 2 shots coming up. The 4th foul on Powell. Team high 14 points from Boyle this evening. 2 more foul shots coming up for the senior. And the first one's good. We talked in the open, our keys to the game, no long offensive scoring droughts for Spring Hill. And through 3 quarters, they avoided them. They did a pretty good job of finding points intermittently throughout those 3 quarters. Didn't have any big runs offensively, scoring runs, but they didn't have any droughts either. But at the worst time in the ball game, that scoring drought has hit as the Broncos have gone the first half of this quarter and 5.5 minutes going back to the to the third quarter without scoring now. And a game that was tied to start the quarter now has Spring Hill down a dozen. Oaks missed the long 2. Frank on the rebound is fouled on the putback try. So 2 shots coming up for Allie Frank, and that foul is Josie Boyle's 4th. The 2 top scorers for Baldwin, Boyle and Burnett, who have combined for 27 of their 43, now each with 4 fouls. But with a 12-point lead, they may be able to avoid that Costigan. We'll see. Neufeld comes out, and Burnett has now come back in. Frank 0 for 2 at the line. So the drought will live on for Spring Hill as Cooper checks in for Weber. 5 minutes and 45 seconds without scoring now for Spring Hill going back to the third quarter. Burnett underneath on the bounce to Harvey, and she banks in the bucket. Harvey now the 3rd player to reach double figures for Baldwin. The lead is 14 for the Baldwin Bulldogs as they have outscored Spring Hill 14-0 here in the 4th. Frank missed a 3. Burnett the rebound. Knocked away by Cooper. Make that Oaks who knocked it away. Possession remains with Baldwin. Burnett will inbound. Middle of the paint to Boyle. Foul on the way up. It's either the 4th on Frank or the 5th on Powell, and it will be the 4th on Frank. Two shots for Josie Boyle. Big second half from Boyle. She's got now 10 points here in the second half. Leads all scorers in the game with 16. Anderson and Popovich, along with Dowd, back on for Spring Hill. Joining Cooper and Milroy. And that's the second time that Boyle has been called for a line violation on the free throw. Second time she's gone over that foul line, so it negates the make, but it stays a 15-point lead for Baldwin. Hold called on Neufeld on the inbound try, so Kelly Neufeld's second foul will put Paige Cooper at the line for a 1-and-1. Free throw line has been unkind again tonight for Spring Hill. They're just 3 of 8, the Broncos are, but they've been outscored by 10 points tonight at the foul line, with Baldwin going 13 for 21. Spring Hill just 3 out of 8. Cooper's been there once and missed the front end of a 1-and-1 earlier here in the fourth quarter. And she has missed the front end of the 1-and-1 again. Boyle clears the rebound for Baldwin as they have held Spring Hill scoreless the entire fourth quarter at this point after we were tied at 31 to start the period. Russell got around Dowd, runs into Popovich, and Michaela called for her third foul. 2 shots coming up for Lauren Russell. Neufeld back on along with Harvey, Isabel Harvey for Baldwin. Jenna Weber returns for Spring Hill. So here's the second foul shot now for Russell. Gets that one to make it 47-31. Timeout Spring Hill. We'll take a break with 2:39 to go. Baldwin on top of the Broncos, 47-31 here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside Baldwin High School tonight with 2:39 to play in the fourth quarter. Baldwin leading Spring Hill 47-31. Game was tied at 31 to start the fourth quarter, but Baldwin has dominated the fourth, a 16-0 advantage in the fourth quarter for the Baldwin Bulldogs. The scoring drought for Spring Hill is over 8 minutes now since they last scored a bucket. Dowd way too strong on that two-point look. Anderson got an offensive rebound, sets up Milroy, who's well short then on the three, and it's off of Anderson's leg and out of bounds. Burnett and Boyle both returned for Baldwin. They've each got 4 fouls. But Bob Martin is able to still breathe pretty easy about it because his team is up now 16. If you'd have told him midway through the fourth quarter his top 2 players would have 4 fouls when we started the quarter, he'd have been worried probably because the game was tied at 31 at that point. But now they are comfortably up by 16 with just over 2 minutes to go. Baldwin looking to go to 4-0 to start this season after finishing 21-2 last year. Now they turn the ball over as Allie Frank then gives it back away. So Baldwin will set it up again. Under 2 to go in this contest. Spring Hill still has not scored in the fourth quarter. Baldwin in no hurry with the big lead. Milroy tried to knock that ball free. Now Russell with 1:25 to go is fouled by Anderson, her third. Now 2 shots coming up for Lauren Russell, 2 out of 4 in the game. Neufeld and Harvey return. (48-31) Baldwin, 1:22 to go. Cooper offline. Frank offensive rebound, fouled, and a chance at the line for Allie Frank to get this donut off the board in the fourth quarter for Spring Hill. Unfortunately, it's going to be all a little too late, but the foul called on Isabel Harvey, her first. And the free throw is good. So that ends the long scoring drought for Spring Hill, going all the way back to the 1:30 mark of the third quarter. Frank hits both foul shots. Has 15 to lead the way tonight for Spring Hill. But an ice cold fourth quarter has doomed Spring Hill tonight after they played Baldwin dead even through 3 quarters. Baldwin's going to run their winning streak to 15 in a row over Spring Hill. Burnett has it knocked away by Milroy. They'll call the jump ball, which that'll get it back to Spring Hill. 20th turnover for Baldwin tonight. And Swanger and Harvey and Neufeld all back in for Baldwin. Kaylee Oakes checks back in along with Jenna Weber for Spring Hill. Weber with it for Spring Hill. The Broncos down 15. Anderson from the corner. They have just gone ice cold in this 4th quarter. Hess with an offensive rebound. So another chance now as Powell tries to scoop it with the left hand, but traveled before doing so. That's the 17th turnover on Spring Hill with 28 seconds to go. Stay with us for the recap of this girls game following this one on the post-game show brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, and then we'll have the boys' game still to come tonight here from Baldwin High School. Final 15 seconds. And a 5-second call is whistled against Riley Smith. So Spring Hill now with 6 seconds. We'll turn it over, and that will end it. Final score tonight, Baldwin 48, Spring Hill 33, as the Baldwin girls outscore Spring Hill 17-2 in the 4th quarter to take what was a very competitive close game and make it look lopsided in the end. But the ice-cold 4th quarter doomed Spring Hill tonight. 48-33, Baldwin with the victory. We're back to wrap this one up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Collision and Paints. A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show here tonight. Final score in the girls' game, 48-33. Baldwin with the victory. over the Spring Hill Broncos. A 17-2 advantage in the fourth quarter for Baldwin. What was a 31-all game to start the fourth quarter ended up in a 48-33 victory for Baldwin. So the final score made it look a heck of a lot more lopsided than that game really was throughout, as Spring Hill ends up with a season-low 33 points tonight, and they lose by 15 when it's all said and done, as the final 48-33 Baldwin. They're now 4-0. Spring Hill dropping to 1-2 with the 15th straight loss to the Baldwin Bulldogs. Take a look at the final numbers in this one, as Spring Hill gets out-rebounded 31-24 tonight, a +7 on the glass for Baldwin. Baldwin actually turned it over 20 times. Spring Hill had just 18, so they had 2 fewer turnovers. But the free throw line was a big discrepancy tonight. Baldwin getting a +10 at the free throw line. They went 15 of 25. Spring Hill just 5 of 11 at the foul stripe. Individual leaders, Baldwin had 3 girls in double figures, led by Josie Boyle with 16. Anna Burnett had a dozen, and Jenna Harvey added 11. Carly Neufeld had 3. Lauren Russell and Riley Smith also with 3. The leading rebounder for the Bulldogs was Jenna Harvey with 9, as she ended up 1 rebound short of her 3rd straight double-double. Anna Burnett added 6 rebounds. Lauren Russell had 5. Boyle with 4. Smith with 3. And Anna Burnett led the team with 3 helpers as well. So a strong night from their senior guard, 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. For Spring Hill, leading scorer was Allie Frank with 15 tonight, the only girl in double figures. She also added a team-high 5 rebounds in this game. So a strong outing from Frank with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kate Milroy, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And Jenna Weber with 3. Michaela Popovich had 4 points. Brooke Powell with 2 points. Avery Anderson held scoreless tonight, did have 5 rebounds, which tied Allie Frank for a team high, but another tough offensive night after a 15-point opener for Anderson. She's been held to just 3 points now in the last 2 games. Final score, 48-33. Spring Hill falls to 1-2 with the 15-point loss tonight on the road against Baldwin. Coming up, we'll have the boys game for you, that's the final from this girls game in the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. Next, take a look at the matchup for our boys game. That's coming up next here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Once again, your final score in the girls game, Baldwin 48, Spring Hill 33. Back with more right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Collision and Paint. A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome into the boys pregame show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning as we get set for game 2 of the night here from Baldwin High School. The girls game final again, 48-33 Baldwin over Spring Hill. And now for the boys game, a pair of teams looking to pick up their second wins of the season. Spring Hill enters play at 1-1, coming off of a loss last Friday night at home to Lansing, 62-37, while the Baldwin Bulldogs are 1-2. They have dropped back-to-back games after they opened the year with a 2-point win on the road at Paola, but a 1-point loss at Anderson County and a 23-point loss at home against Burlington has the Baldwin Bulldogs at 1-2 entering play tonight. That game is coming your way next. You're watching the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
4450. Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to Cool Crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Pre-game show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. The 1-2 Baldwin Bulldogs hosting the 1-1 Spring Hill Broncos tonight as we take a look inside our matchup. Program in a tough spot for Baldwin, just 2 wins in their last 25 games, but they do return 2 of their top scorers from last season, and both are off to a good start. Jordan Barth, their 6'1 senior, averaging 11.5 points per game, and Matthew Garber, their 5'9 senior, averaging 10 points per game, both in double figures to lead the way for this team after that duo combined for about 15 per game last year, scoring 21 per game this season, and they are 1 bucket away from being 2-1, so perhaps they're on the verge of finding some positive momentum for, again, a team that's won just 2 games in their last 25. And tonight they get the 1-1 Spring Hill Broncos, who are coming off of 2 very similar final scores, but very different results. A 64-37 win on opening night, then a 62-37 loss last Friday for Spring Hill. Both these teams like the three-pointers, so whichever one is a little bit better from the beyond the arc in this game perhaps will be the one that comes out on top. Spring Hill a little bit more reliant than Baldwin on the three-point shot, but they're both going to take plenty of them in this game. Turnovers have plagued Baldwin this year, 19.5 per game. In Spring Hill, they're coming off of a game where they had 18 turnovers last Friday against Lansing. So both want to shoot the three and both want to hopefully avoid the turnover tonight. And neither team has been great on the glass to this point. Spring Hill averaging just 21.5 rebounds. Baldwin just 23 rebounds. So perhaps that could be a deciding factor tonight as well. Which team is able to up their game on the glass. We'll take a look at more of that in our Keys to the Game next, but that's a look at tonight's matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, judgment-free environment open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. The Comfort Designs pregame show continues next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside the Comfort Designs pregame show tonight, getting you set for the boys' game. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home. Check out all their listings at crownrealty.com. And if you're in the market to sell your home, remember that the key is a great agent, and that's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. Offensive key for Spring Hill tonight. Capitalize in transition. Baldwin will turn it over. 19.5 turnovers per game through 3 this year. So Spring Hill, not only do they got to force those, but they've got to capitalize on those opportunities. Defensively, win the glass. Baldwin's hasn't been strong this year on the glass, but Spring Hill hasn't been that strong either on the glass. They need to make that a category they win tonight. So win the glass and capitalize in transition. Your keys to the game brought to you by Crown Realty. Starting lineups and opening tip, that comes your way next. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show. Tip off next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome live to Baldwin High School tonight for the boys game this evening between the Baldwin Bulldogs, who are 1-2, and the Spring Hill Broncos, who enter at 1-1. Time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. For the home team, the Baldwin Bulldogs, their starting lineup looks like this. 5'11 junior, number 2, Colby Zimmerman, 6.5 points, 2 assists per game. 6'2 senior, number 10, Hunter Peacock, 3 points, 3 rebounds per contest. 6'1 senior, number 15, Jordan Barth, 11.5 points. That's top mark on the team, along with 4.5 rebounds per game. Matthew Garber, a 5'9 senior, number 21, averaging 10 points and 3.5 rebounds per contest. And Cole Mahaffey, a 6'3 sophomore, number 34, averaging 7.5 points and 4 rebounds per game. The head coach is Paul Musselman in his 8th season. He's assisted by Jeff Melcher and Stetson Carpenter. And for the Spring Hill Broncos, they're 1-1. Their starting lineup looks like this. 6'1 junior guard, number 1, Cooper Jones, 13.5 points per game, second best on the team, and a team-high 3 assists. Ryan Weber, a 6'1 junior wing, averaging 13.5 points and 5 rebounds, second best of the team in both categories. He's tied with Jones as the second best leading scorer. Alex Johnson, a 6'6 senior, number 22, averaging a team-high 14 points per game and tied for a team-high 3 assists per game. Daniel Mitchell, the 6-foot sophomore, wearing number 32 tonight, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists per game. And Aaron Dominic, a 6'6 senior forward, averaging 2 points, 7.5 rebounds per game. That is tops on the team, number 42 in purple for Spring Hill. Their head coach in his 6th season is Wes Book, a 57-53 record. He's assisted by Anthony Sublette and Danny Hodge. Spring Hill has won 7 of the last 9 against Baldwin, and Spring Hill wins the opening tip. Brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. Sign up now for the annual Daddy-Daughter Dance, scheduled for Saturday, February 15th at the Meadowlark Event Center. $30 per couple and $10 for each additional daughter, as a backdoor alley-oop is thrown down by Alex Johnson to put Spring Hill on the board on the opening possession. A little razzle-dazzle to get things started for Spring Hill. For that Daddy-Daughter Dance, though, go online and register at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. So a quick start for Spring Hill tonight on that lob and finish. And now a foul is called, an offensive foul, as Garber is called for a blocking foul on the illegal screen. His first, team's first for Baldwin. Weber to Mitchell on the right side, up top Jones. Mitchell back up top Johnson. He's their leading scorer at 14 per game. Had 19 in the opener, but was held to 9 against Lansing. This is Cooper Jones for 3 off the mark. Johnson battling for that rebound with Mahaffey, and it goes out off of Mahaffey, so it will stay with Spring Hill. Good hustle play there by Alex Johnson. Spring Hill with a blowout win over Atchison to open it, and then got blown out by Lansing in their second game. This is Weber from 3 on the left wing, won't go. Rebounded by Jordan Barth for Baldwin, and then he throws it out of bounds over the head of Hunter Peacock. Two 2-0 lead, Spring Hill. Broncos with the basketball. Already have seen a couple of three-point tries from Spring Hill. They want to take a lot of threes and hopefully make a lot of threes. They're averaging 6 makes per game. They had 10 in the opener, but then just 2 against Lansing. Ball deflected out, will stay with Spring Hill. Weber to Johnson, their third three-point attempt, but they have gone 0 for 3 to start. Dominic had the offensive rebound and then just a little soft with the basketball. Had it ripped away by Colby Zimmerman. That is off of Weber, stays with Baldwin. 6:08 left here in the opening quarter. Spring Hill on top 2-0 on the dunk by Alex Johnson. Underneath off the hand of Barth and out of bounds. Another turnover for Baldwin. Johnson, backdoor cut to Jones, who lays it in. So they've scored now on a pair of set plays. Their opening possession, they had the backdoor lob to Johnson for the easy dunk, and this time a set play on a 1-4 high, gets the back door. Garber answers for Baldwin and puts the Bulldogs on the board for the first time with that deuce. 5.5 to go in the quarter, 4-2 lead, Spring Hill. Johnson fouled on the hand check that time. Foul charge to Cole Mahaffey, his first, team's second. And Baldwin goes to the bench for the first time. And into the game for the Bulldogs is Berg. Alex Berg, a 5'11 senior, has come on. Jones gives to Dominic. He bobbled, but he did walk as well. So a turnover to Spring Hill. .523 left in the quarter, a 2-point Spring Hill lead. Barth with a handoff, Zimmerman. Garber trying to get it into the post, brings it up top and around, back to Zimmerman. Flares it out to Garber. Berg at the foul line, into the corner now to Mahaffey. Garber on the cut is fouled by Mitchell. First against the Broncos. 4:54 here in the opening quarter remains. In Spring Hill to the bench for the first time, Evan Letillier. The first guy up off of the bench for Westbrook. And a timeout, Baldwin. The Bulldogs take their first timeout, a 30-second timeout with 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. A 4-2 Spring Hill lead. A couple of set play buckets for Spring Hill, but nothing outside of that. Matthew Garber has the lone bucket so far for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Each team has turned it over twice in these opening minutes. We talked rebounding as being a key stat in this game as well. And to this point, just one rebound for Spring Hill and one rebound for Baldwin. Haven't been many shots taken, and those that have gone in other than one each. There's been turnovers that have ended the possessions instead. Bulldog basketball out of the timeout. Barth, Berg, Garber, Mahaffey, and Zimmerman for Baldwin. Johnson, Jones, Weber, Mitchell, and Letillier for Spring Hill. And it looks like a technical foul has been called against Spring Hill, and I wonder if this has something to do with Daniel Mitchell wearing 32 tonight. Normally he wears 31, and tonight he's wearing 32 for some reason, and they called that last foul on Mitchell, and I bet you that's what's happening is the official, and then Wes Book was talking to Mitchell. So Mitchell was in the book as 31, and when they reported that foul on Mitchell, there was no 32 listed. So it's an administrative technical foul against Spring Hill, and it will cost him 1 point as Matthew Garber made the first but missed the second free throw. So 4-3 with 4:54 remaining in the first quarter. Baldwin with the ball, a chance to take their first lead. Through the hands of Mahaffey and turned over. Jones to Johnson, and he is fouled by Mahaffey, who picks up his second. And that will likely put Cole Mahaffey on the bench as Hunter Peacock returns, and it will be in for Mahaffey. Weber on the inbound. Let's see what they've got on a set play here on the inbound. They just get it into Johnson, but he girls it right back to Weber. The floater won't get out by Barth. Garber working on Mitchell. Got to the baseline and a soft foul called on Mitchell. That's his second. So that will likely put him on the bench as Westbrook looks down his bench and calls on the number of freshman Luke Metcalf. 6'2 freshman guard. 3 points in the opener against Atchison. Did not score in that game against Lansing a week ago tonight. Barth on the inbound, deflects it away by Letillier, but Baldwin comes back up with it. They relocate the inbounder Barth. His shot missed and tapped out by Garber. Spring Hill ball up 4-3 with 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Johnson's pass deflected out. It'll be Johnson now on the inbound. Weber back to Jones. Metcalf. Now to Weber. Hesitates, drives, runs into Garber, and banks it off the glass. 6-3 Spring Hill lead. Weber had the lone bright spot offensively for Spring Hill in their game a week ago against Lansing. As that backdoor bounce pass behind Peacock, scooped up by Spring Hill's Luke Metcalf. And back come the Broncos as Johnson attacks. Took some contact, no whistle. Letillier with the offensive rebound, sets up Weber to knock down a tray. 9-3 Spring Hill, 3.5 to go in the quarter. So Weber with a quick 5 for Spring Hill, and now another turnover, a chance to add to it. Weber on the feed, layup is missed, but a foul on Jordan Barth will put Ryan at the free throw line. 18 points a week ago on Friday night for Weber against Lansing. He had multiple assists in that game as well. He's had multiple assists now in both games this year. And that 18-point outing against Lansing was the only guy in double figures in that game as Spring Hill lost 62-37. So Weber's got the last 5 for Spring Hill, and he's now at the free throw line where he makes good on the first. Andrew Washi has checked in off the bench for Baldwin, and the Bulldogs ask for another timeout. A 10-3 lead for Spring Hill with 3:20 remaining in this first quarter. And already 2 timeouts used by Paul Musselman for Baldwin. Wes Book, a former MIAA Freshman of the Year at Emporia State, coaching up his squad, the 6th season. He's been the head man here for the Spring Hill Broncos. 57-53 record as the Broncos head coach. And his guys out to a 10-3 lead here tonight in this opening quarter. They scored the first 4. Baldwin answered with 3, and now 6 in a row from Spring Hill. Has given them their largest lead of the night with Ryan Weber at the free throw line coming out of this timeout to try to add one more to it. If you weren't with us earlier tonight, the Spring Hill girls were knotted up with Baldwin at 31 all going into the fourth quarter, but then got outscored 17-2 in the fourth quarter, so they fell 48-33, dropping to 1-2 on the season. Spring Hill boys entered play tonight like the girls at 1-1. They're now trying to get back over the 500 mark, and so far so good through the first 440 of this one. Weber knocks down the second free throw out of the timeout. He scored the last 7 now for Spring Hill. It was a 4-3 game, and then Weber's 7-0 run himself has made it 11-3. Garber gets in deep on Letillier but can't hit. Washi's putback will go. Ends a 7-0 run for Spring Hill, but the Broncos still lead by 5. Metcalf up top, Johnson, good look, but short. Zimmerman the rebound for Baldwin. Garber unguarded. Jumps into the paint, missed the lay-in. Letillier the rebound. Metcalf catch and shoot to the baseline is money. And it's 13-5 Spring Hill. Washing on the drive down the lane line, denied by Cooper Jones. Across court, Letillier fires for three. Just short on that attempt by Evan, and it's out off of Metcalf, I believe. Actually, no, yep. It is off of Spring Hill, so it'll be Baldwin basketball as Alex Berg checks back in, replacing Garber. Johnson will sit down with the first time for Spring Hill as Aaron Dominic returns. Oh, they do give it to Spring Hill. So the Broncos a second chance. Jones catch and shoot on the inbound won't go. And Barth and Letillier fighting for the rebound. It's a jump ball possession arrow favoring Baldwin. 13-5 Spring Hill lead with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. First road test of the year for Spring Hill. Backdoor cut, Zimmerman flying the basket, draws the foul and gets the bucket. 3-point opportunity for Colby Zimmerman. They call the foul against Spring Hill's Cooper Jones, his first, team's third. Zimmerman knocks down the free throw to complete the 3-point play, and it's 13-8 Spring Hill with just under 2 to go in the quarter. Jones on a screen from Dominic, curls into the paint all the way to the glass and laying it in. Nobody there to stop Cooper Jones as he came off that Dominic screen. 15-8 Broncos. Berg out to Washi. Three is short, and a foul on the rebound is against Baldwin. Colby Zimmerman picks up his first, team's fifth. Spring Hill basketball with 1:25 to go in the quarter. Broncos up 15-8. They've led throughout this first quarter the entire way after they scored on the opening possession. Weber curls all the way, and just like the possession before when nobody picked up Jones, this time nobody picks up Weber. 17-8 Spring Hill. 9 first quarter points from Ryan Weber as he has picked up right where he left off in that Lansing game with 18. He's halfway to that number again tonight through less than a quarter. Berg on a nice feed by Peacock, can't finish. Dominic with a rebound, and here comes Weber again. Arm bar called on Washi. 6 fouls against Baldwin. Alex Johnson returning for Spring Hill. Matthew Garber returns for Baldwin. Weber will check out. A good quarter, though. 9 points and 1 assist for Ryan Weber. He's been responsible for 11 of the 17, whether scoring or assisting. Three-pointer by Jones is short and out of bounds. .42 ticks left in the quarter. The lead right now at 9, the largest it's been in the ball game. Foul called on Jones again. That's going to put Zimmerman on the line, and it's also going to tag Jones with his second foul. So Weber with a very quick rest will come back in after the first foul shot. Zimmerman hit a free throw a moment ago to cap off a 3-point play. He's 9 for 14 on the season, and he makes another one. So Jones, as expected, sits down. Weber back in. Zimmerman gets both foul shots. And it's a 7-point Spring Hill lead. Broncos with the ball with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. This time Letillier will try the left wing and knock down a three. Evan Letillier with his first basket of the season. And it's 20-10 Spring Hill, a double-digit lead in the opening frame. Garber goes at Johnson. Alex did not want to pick up a foul, so he gave way to Matthew Garber to lay that one in. 1 second left, Weber on a heave, and we've reached the end of the quarter. Spring Hill leads throughout from the opening possession on. 20-12 Broncos through 1 on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to optometry, Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Back inside Baldwin High School tonight, 20-12. Spring Hill on top of Baldwin as we head to the second quarter. Spring Hill scored on the opening possession of the game, a lob dunk for Alex Johnson, and they haven't looked back. This is Weber at the point. Pass to Letillier is off the mark and turned over. Just the third turnover for Spring Hill as they have played very well through the first quarter of this game. Off of the bench, Drake Martin fires up a three to no avail, and it's Ryan Weber on the rebound. Pass nearly turned over. Letillier able to save it for the moment, but then he does step on the baseline, so it's 2 possessions, 2 turnovers to start the second quarter for Spring Hill, matching the total number of turnovers they had the entire first 8 minutes. A 20-12 lead, though, for Spring Hill. 9 points from Ryan Weber, 4 from Cooper Jones. Baldwin with 5 from both Garber and Zimmerman. Their leading scorer, Jordan Barth, has not scored yet in the game. Here's Garber on the handoff, and now he gives it to Barth. Back to Garber, trying the right wing against Johnson. Berg from the corner. Backdoor cut out in front of Garber, turned over. That's 6 Baldwin turnovers. So let's see if Spring Hill can settle in on this possession. They've had it twice here in the quarter. They've turned it over twice. Letillier inside Johnson. They double down. Back out it comes to Letillier. Now Weber. They get a shot up on this possession at least. It won't go as Berg is fouled by Letillier on the rebound. That's 5 fouls against Spring Hill. The first on Evan Letillier. Colby Zimmerman back in for Baldwin. He's tied with Garber with 5 to lead the way. This is Garber to Zimmerman. Zimmerman attacks, and it's denied by Weber, but Colby Zimmerman tracked it back down in the corner. Barth, little head nod, and then a travel. It's a tough start for the Bulldogs' leading scorer, Jordan Barth. No points, just 2 rebounds so far through a little more than a quarter. And the Spring Hill Broncos trying to take advantage of the cold start for the Bulldogs' top scoring option. They lead 20-12 with 6:14 and counting left in the second. This is Metcalf up top to Johnson. Alex Johnson driving and laying it in. Quick first step for Alex Johnson, a guy that can really stroke it from downtown, so you got to respect the outside shot. And the Baldwin defender did, but it allowed him a lane to run through and score. Hunter Peacock answers on the other side for Baldwin. The lead remains 8 points for Spring Hill. Dominic working from the post. He's fouled by Berg, who had both hands on him. And that will put Aaron Dominic at the line for a 1-and-1. Dominic has taken 5 free throws through 2 games this year. He's made 2 of the 5. Landon Kaiser checking in for Spring Hill. The 5'8 junior guard replaces Evan Letillier. Starting guard Daniel Mitchell went to the bench early in that first quarter with a pair of fouls and has not been back in since. So Kaiser, who has played very limited minutes to this point, now out of the floor as Weber grabs the miss on the front end of that 1-and-1 from Dominic. Leads to a three-point try by Metcalf. Tapped out by Dominic. Back to Weber. His three off the heel. And then Metcalf commits the foul. Sixth foul against Spring Hill. So both teams now in the bonus. 5:20 and counting left in the half. 8-point Spring Hill lead. Colby Zimmerman with the ball. Long skip pass off the fingertips of Barth and out of bounds. Spring Hill with the ball up by 8. Kaiser drive and kick. Weber, three-pointer is short. Offensive rebound and a stick back by Luke Metcalf. Lead is again double digits for Spring Hill. Berg at the elbow. Backs it away. Martin now. Zimmerman retreats. They'll reset. Zimmerman looking inside, nothing there. One-handed backdoor bounce pass to Mahaffey, who stumbled and traveled. Peacock and Garber back in for Baldwin. 24-14, Spring Hill by 10 with 4:22 left in the half. Ryan Weber, 9 points to lead all scorers with the basketball. Now finds Johnson. Gives back to Weber, who has scored now 27 over his last game and a half. This is Johnson, who can't quite dial up the three. Garber the rebound for Baldwin. Midway point of the second quarter. Lead is 10 for Spring Hill. Just one bucket so far in this second quarter for Baldwin. Only 2 for Spring Hill, so they've been unable to pull away despite the cold offensive start for Baldwin tonight. A team that averages 48.5 points per game through 3 this year, but they're well below that number tonight. This is Barth for 3, and their top scorer on the year is yet to get in the scoring column as that 3 missed and went out of bounds off of Baldwin. With 3:32 to go, it's Spring Hill basketball. Evan Letillier returns for the Broncos, and Andrew Washi returning for Baldwin. Weber at the point right now for Spring Hill. Broncos by 10. Just 2 offensive buckets, though, in the quarter. This is Johnson on a blow-by, and he missed the dunk. It looked like it almost hit the bottom side of the rim on the way up. A run-out chance for a Baldwin, but they give it back to Spring Hill as Zimmerman turns it over. Three minutes left in the half. Kaiser's all alone. His three-pointer won't go off right iron. Nearly tracked down his own miss, but it's going to work out for him because he was fouled by Zimmerman. That's 2 on Colby Zimmerman. And the 8th team foul will put Landon Kaiser at the line for a 1-and-1. Berg replaces Zimmerman for Baldwin. Kaiser's first free throw attempt of the season coming up here. Before he shoots it, though, Cody Powell will check in for Luke Metcalf into the Spring Hill lineup. Here's the free throw from Kaiser off the back iron. And Johnson was able to hit a little back tap. Kaiser ended up with it. Now Johnson, I thought he was going to take that 3. And instead, Letillier ends up with a travel. I think if Johnson, well, certainly after the turnover would have taken the shot had he had it over it again. But that was a pretty good look in rhythm, it looked like, for Johnson, who normally pulls the trigger on that one, but instead it's a 5th turnover, and now Spring Hill retreats back defensively where they have been stifling against Baldwin. Just 14 points for the Bulldogs with 2.5 to go in the half. The lead right now, 10 for Spring Hill, despite scoring just 4 points so far here in the second quarter. Barth, a wild shot there from Jordan Barth. He draws a whistle and will have a chance at the foul line for 2. Ryan Weber picks up the foul, and Jordan Barth now at the free throw line. 50% this year, 3 out of 6. First one's well short. And the second one is good. So Barth, who came into tonight averaging a team high 11.5 points per game, has his first point tonight on that free throw. Kaiser's left all alone, and that's a great look, and Landon Kaiser made it count. 2 minutes to go in the half, and the lead is a dozen for Spring Hill on that three-pointer by Kaiser. And now another turnover. A chance for a 2-on-1. Letillier to Kaiser. Back to Letillier, who lays it in for Spring Hill to expand the lead to 14. Whistle down low, and a foul against Spring Hill. It's called on Cody Powell, so a 1-and-1 coming up for Matthew Garber. 5 points so far tonight for Garber. He's 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. And the lefty missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Letillier the rebound. Lead of 14 still. Jones, or make that Letillier looking to add 3. Didn't get it. Cody Powell with an offensive rebound. Going up against a double team, and Powell draws a foul on Baldwin's Jordan Barth, his second. 2 shots for Cody Powell. Cole Mahaffey checking in, replacing Washi. 90 seconds left in the half as Cody Powell looks to add to a 14-point Spring Hill lead. He's got, well, I thought it was 2 shots. I guess they called that foul on the floor. Interesting. Okay, so they called it on the floor. Just a 1-and-1 there for Powell, and he missed it. Barth to Garber, deflected by Johnson, but it fell right into the lap of Mahaffey, who missed. Jump ball will keep it with Baldwin. The length of Alex Johnson on that block shot. Baldwin couldn't have asked for a better result after a block shot, though. It fell right down into the arms of Mahaffey for a layup, but he missed it. Just over a minute to go in the half. Baldwin has just 1 field goal here in the second quarter. And 1 free throw to add to it. Just a 3-point period so far for him. Garber, little step back, won't go. Rattles into the arms of Berg, and then he's fouled. So that'll be another 1-and-1 for Baldwin as the foul is charged to Cody Powell, his second. Free throw from Berg. Way too strong and rebounded by Powell. 48 ticks to go in the half. Kaiser down the left lane line, stripped on the way up, and it will stay with Spring Hill. Weber to inbound, lobs into Johnson. Working against Peacock. Started right, spun back left, and draws a foul. Call it on Garber, his second, team's 10th. 2-shot foul for Alex Johnson. He's 8 out of 12 this season at the line. Drake Martin back in for Baldwin. Spring Hill has doubled up Baldwin here in the first half, 30-15. They scored on the opening possession of the game, and Spring Hill has not looked back. They led for all but 20 seconds, the opening 20 seconds before they got the dunk by Alex Johnson, who hit both free throws to make it 31-15. Barth waving his teammates off, wants to go one-on-one with Weber, now picks it up, skips it back to Zimmerman. On the baseline, Zimmerman can't hit Cody Powell with a rebound. He's got 3 rebounds here in the quarter off of the bench. 5 seconds left for Spring Hill. Weber stops middle of the paint, banks it in off the window. 11 first half points from Ryan Weber, and a 9-0 run to close out the half for Spring Hill has given the Broncos a 33-15 lead at the break. Coming up next, it's the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome into the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show here from Baldwin tonight. Great first half for the Spring Hill Broncos, 33-15, Spring Hill on top here at the break. Halftime show brought to you by Leah Smith, who's got over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Learn more by calling 913-221-0755 or go visit her just up the street at 159th and Merlin. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. We'll take a look back here at the first half in our White Cell Optometry Vision Source Eye on the Game. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with White Cell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020. And be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. It's been all Spring Hill in this one. It took them 20 seconds to score on their opening possession. A backdoor lob to Alex Johnson for a two-handed dunk. That made it 2-0 Spring Hill, and they have led ever since. They got down to 1 quickly after that at 4-3, but then a 7-0 run by Spring Hill with all 7 coming from Ryan Weber. That expanded the lead up to 8, and it hasn't been any closer than 8, or rather any closer than 6 since that point. And ever since they made it 20-10 with 35 seconds left in the first quarter, it's only on one occasion been less than 10 since that point. So it has been all Spring Hill tonight. No ties, no lead changes. They outscored Baldwin 20-12 in the first and 13-3 in the second quarter, with Ryan Weber banking in a bucket in the final seconds of that second quarter to give him a game-high 11 first-half points and an 18-point halftime lead for the Spring Hill Broncos. Your first-half stats next. Here you're watching the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
33-15 halftime lead for Spring Hill on top of Baldwin as we take a look back at our first half numbers in this one. Spring Hill not only up 18 on the board, but they're pretty much dominating the statistical categories across the board as well. A +4 on the glass right now, 13-9 edge for Spring Hill. Just 5 first half turnovers for Spring Hill, while Baldwin turned it over 11 times in the first half. The Bulldogs do have the slight advantage at the free throw line where they're 6 of 9. Spring Hill just 4 out of 7 at the foul stripe. But Baldwin, who averages 5 made three-pointers per game, did not hit from downtown in the first half. Meanwhile, Spring Hill, who's averaging 6 three-point makes per contest, they got a handful in the first half. Evan Letellier hit once from downtown. Ryan Weber hit once. Landon Kaiser hit once as well. And they got one more actually from, I guess that was, I thought Johnson hit one too, but they just had the 3, but nevertheless they lead it 33-15, 18-point halftime lead here. Look at the individual leaders for Baldwin. 5 points from Colby Zimmerman and 5 points from Matthew Garber leads the way. The rest of the scoring, Hunter Peacock with 2, Andrew Washi with 2, and their leading scorer on the year, Jordan Barth, just 1 first half point. Barth has 2 rebounds, and that matches Alex Berg, who's also got 2 for the team high there. And for Spring Hill, Ryan Weber with 11 first half points, goes along with 2 rebounds and 2 first half assists. So a strong first half from Weber. Alex Johnson's got 6 points. He's got a tie for a team high 2 assists as well. Cooper Jones with 4 points. Evan Letellier with his first 5 points of the year coming in this first half tonight. Landon Kaiser with his first 3 points of the year in that first half. Luke Metcalf with a season-high 4 points already. And Aaron Dominic with a team-tying leading 3 rebounds. He has led the team in rebounds both games this year. He's got 3 at the half. Cody Powell and Evan Letellier each with 3 as well. 33-15, Spring Hill by 18 at the break. You're watching the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance Halftime Show.
Your local farmer's insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance halftime show, where the Broncos lead the Baldwin Bulldogs 33-15. We're back for the start of the second half right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Back inside Baldwin High School, we head to the second half here tonight. And a reminder from the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce to support your community and shop local this holiday season. Keep up to date with Chamber events by visiting them online at springhillks.org. An 18-point lead for Spring Hill as we head to the second half tonight. They have led throughout the entirety of this game so far. They scored in the opening possession, and they never surrendered that lead. Ryan Weber with 11, Alex Johnson with 6, Cooper Jones with 4. Those three guys tonight with 21 of the 33. They're the top three scorers on this team this season, all three averaging double figures. And they have got a comfortable 18-point lead as we start the second half. Johnson, Weber, Jones on the floor to start the half, along with Dominic and Mitchell. For Baldwin, they'll start the half with Berg, Zimmerman, Peacock, Barth, and Garber. Underneath, Aaron Dominic caught it deep and scored on the assist by Daniel Mitchell. So picking up right where they left off to end the first half of the bucket. They get one to start the second half. The run now 11 straight Spring Hill points going back to that second quarter, and the lead up to 20. Tough night offensively so far for Baldwin. Just 15 points, well below their average, which is 48.5 per game. And they're on pace for 30 in this one. Weber, after the shot fake, goes on the drive and gets an easy lane to the cup. 13 from Ryan Weber. 7 minutes to go in the third. The lead up to 22 for Spring Hill. Barth hasn't made a shot tonight for Baldwin. If they've got any chance of this big comeback, they're going to have to get their leading scorer going. Zimmerman lobs it to Peacock. Runs into a double team, turned into a triple team, but he finds the man out of it. Zimmerman missed the layup. Aaron Dominic the rebound. Weber leads him up. Jones gets the shot fake and goes, but runs into the middle of the paint where Berg was waiting. A miss recovered by Spring Hill, and then Johnson left it short. Garber clears this one for Baldwin. Berg had that one hit as he was shooting. Baldwin wanted a foul called on it, and actually, okay, they're going to give that to Spring Hill. Well, I thought by the way that looked that Spring Hill must have hit that ball. Got a deflection on that, but they're going to say just that was straight air ball. So Spring Hill takes over up by 22. Johnson's wide open, but the shot won't matter because of an illegal screen against, I think they called it on Weber. No, they called it on Aaron Dominic. Okay, so that's Dominic's first. Team's first of the second half. 2 minutes into the half. The lead now up to 22 for Spring Hill. Barth with a floater, banks it in off the glass. First field goal for Jordan Barth. The Bulldogs' leading score comes with 5:46 to go in the third. Baldwin has scored just 5 points since the end of the first quarter. Mitchell lost it on the way up. It goes out of bounds over to Baldwin. Spring Hill, their first road game of the year, and it's gone very well for them tonight. Their visit down here to Baldwin, up by 20 right now. Berg hands to Peacock, pulls up over Dominic, but put it up too strong. Weber the rebound. Mitchell to Weber, on to Jones. Back up top, Mitchell lets it fly and knocks it down. Well, Daniel Mitchell's three gets him on the books, as they have had lots of scoring options tonight. Berg missed the runner, Johnson the rebound. Alex wants a coast to coast, instead kicks it out. Weber gets it right back, left alone and missed the three. Barth knocked to the floor by Mitchell, who's going to pick up his third foul. Eight different guys have scored in this game for Spring Hill now after that last bucket by Aaron Dominic. Or Daniel Mitchell, I should say. But he and Dominic both have scored here in the third quarter, which has been the seventh and eighth different players to score in this game for Spring Hill as they lead 40-17. Peacock holding with Mitchell guarding. Mahaffey from the foul line. Underhanded out to Washi. His three won't go. And Alex Johnson pulls down another rebound. Johnson flying to the basket. Can't finish with the left hand, but Peacock fouled him. Two shots coming up for Alex Johnson. 2 out of 2 at the line in this game. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Came in averaging 3 assists per game, which is tied with Cooper Jones for the top mark. They've each had 2 tonight. And he came in averaging a team high 14 points per game. He's got half of that now with 7. And it's 41-17 Spring Hill. Zimmerman got around Jones, can't do anything with it, and then Weber deflected out of bounds. Luke Metcalf checks back in for Spring Hill. He'll give Alex Johnson a break. Matthew Garber also in for Baldwin, replacing Mahaffey. Good defense by Weber on Barth. Forced him into a tough shot. Missed it by a long way. And Jones the other way. Can't finish the double pump. Mitchell on the putback capitalizes. 43-17 Spring Hill. Peacock's runner floats in. All Spring Hill still at 43-19. Letellier on the right wing, traveled. Just the 6th turnover for Spring Hill. Cody Powell checks in, replaces Mitchell for Spring Hill, and Alex Berg is back in for Baldwin, replacing Barth. 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. And Spring Hill all over Baldwin tonight, 43-19. Well, head fake by Zimmerman, but he left it short on the floater. Cooper Jones with a rebound. Brings it up himself. Pass to Metcalf, knocked away by Zimmerman. Letellier trying to toss it back to a teammate, Jones, and then Jones ends up committing the foul on Washi. That's 3 on Cooper Jones. It's also the 3rd foul of this second half against Spring Hill. Landon Kaiser off the bench checking in. And a timeout is taken by Baldwin. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with you as Spring Hill leads 43-19 and 2:43 remaining in the third quarter. Final game before the calendar will turn to 2020. Spring Hill will be back in action on Friday, January 3rd with a visit to Paola. They'll have two games that one game that week, and then they'll have another 2-game week the week following that. So in 7 days, they'll end up playing 3 games coming back after the break, with the visit to Paola on the 3rd, then home for Metro Academy on the 7th of January, and then back onto the road on the 10th with a visit to Blue Valley Southwest. The games from last Monday, or earlier this week Monday, against Shawnee Mission South were both postponed, so they're only going to get 3 games in here prior to the break, as Jordan Barth gets a breakdown on the defense there on that inbounds play, left him a wide open layup. 43-21. The first time in this game Baldwin has scored back-to-back buckets without Spring Hill putting up points in between. So it's a 43-21 advantage, Spring Hill. This is Powell from the right point. 3 goes in and out, and Garber the rebound. He was trying to become the 9th player to score for Spring Hill in this game. Garber kicked it off his own foot and out of bounds. So Spring Hill takes back over, up 22 with just over 2 to go in the third. Kaiser dribbled it off a foot. They got to hurry and get this one across the timeline. And before the 10-second violation, a timeout is called for by West Book. So a 30-second timeout used. First timeout that West Book has had to use in this game. And he had to use that one only to avoid a turnover, as they were nearing a 10-second violation in the backcourt. And in one of the, in my opinion, silliest rules in basketball now, Spring Hill will get a fresh 10 seconds to now get the ball across the midcourt line. The defense does all that work, defends for 9 seconds of the backcourt, and then the offense, all they got to do is take a timeout, and all that 9 seconds worth of defense is all for naught, because they get a fresh 10 to now get it across. In my opinion, they should have now 1 second to get the ball across, despite using the timeout. But they don't ask me for my opinion when it comes to writing the NFHS rule book. So, oh well. Cody Powell inbound to Weber. Broncos by 22, and they turn it over for the 8th time. Barth trying to get something going offensively, but a lot of standing around going on right now. And what was the call here? The official blew his whistle and just signaled for the clock to stop, but they're going to call a technical foul against Baldwin. I couldn't tell who he was calling the technical foul on, but whether it was on the coach. Oh, there were 6 players on the court. Well, I didn't catch it either. So Baldwin had 6 players on the floor. Therefore, a technical foul. All right. Well, they even had me fooled. They successfully snuck a 6th one in on me. I didn't see it. And the officials hadn't seen it either for about 20 seconds, and then they realized, oh, there's an extra guy out there. We've had it all tonight. Technical foul for having the wrong number in the book, a technical foul for playing 6 guys. Weber makes both free throws count, and it's 45-41 Spring Hill. A minute 32 remains in the third, and the Broncos now get the basketball as well. 15 points tonight from Ryan Weber. Back-to-back big offensive games for Weber. 18 last Friday, 15 tonight. Jones from straight away, can't add 3 more. But a putback by Kaiser will go down. That ball tapped right into the arms of Kaiser, and it looked like he just shot that one flat-footed from the center of the paint. 47-21, a minute 13 to go in the third. Peacock pulls the trigger for 3, but missed everything. Metcalf the rebound. Up by 26, Letellier from the corner. Ball loose on the floor. And they're going to call a foul against Hunter Peacock as he went diving onto the floor to try to get that loose ball. And instead got hit with a personal foul. That's his second. It's also the second of the second half on Baldwin. Aaron Dominic back in for Letellier and Alex Berg back in for Baldwin. 54 seconds left here in the third. It's a 26-point Spring Hill lead. Broncos have the basketball. Kaiser with a little runner drops it in there. Landon Kaiser with 7 points tonight. Hadn't scored in either of the first 2 games. But the junior guard with a nice performance here on the road this evening has put Spring Hill up 28. Garber fires up a 3 and connects from downtown. The first 3-pointer of the game for Baldwin. They average 5 of them from out there per game, but not tonight. The offense has been tough to come by for Baldwin. Spring Hill's lead is 25 with the final 18 seconds here of the third. Cody Powell, who had it there, he's the only guy who's played and not scored tonight for Spring Hill. This is Jones with a 17-foot pull-up, missed wide left. Garber the rebound, and we have reached the end of 3. All Spring Hill, 49-24 Broncos as we go to the fourth on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsurancegroup.com.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
We're after the fourth quarter tonight in Baldwin. It's all Spring Hill in this one this evening. 49-24, a 25-point Bronco lead as we start the fourth period. Baldwin has the basketball. Barth, Peacock, Garber, Berg, and Zimmerman. And they turn it over. That's 13 Baldwin turnovers. Weber brings it up, gives to Jones. He's joined by Kaiser, Dominic, and Johnson, and he turns it over on a travel. That's 9 Spring Hill turnovers. Big advantage on the glass. Spring Hill a plus 12 rebounding in this game. That was one of our keys in this one. Win the glass, and they have done that by doubling up Baldwin. 24-12 so far in rebounding. There's a turnover for Baldwin, their 14th. And Spring Hill jumped out to an early lead in this game, and they have not looked back. They've led wire to wire so far with 7.5 to go, and I don't foresee that changing in this final 7.5 as they lead by more points than Baldwin has scored total in this game so far. Weber can't add 3 to that lead as Barth pulls down the miss. Gets it up to Garber, nearly had it taken away from behind, and now lays it in. So Garber with 10 into double figures for Baldwin with 7 minutes to go. Spring Hill only has one guy in double figures, 15 from Weber, but they've had 8 different players score. Johnson on that drive lays it in for his 9th point. Zimmerman attacking on the other side, ends up turning it over. 2-on-2 with Johnson trailing the play, wanting to try to clean it up. Jones missed once, got it back, and converts on a second chance. Well, a quietly good game again from Cooper Jones. He exploded for 22 in the opener. Struggled a little bit, as did the whole team against Lansing minus Weber. But tonight, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Nice all-around effort again from Jones tonight as that ball deflects all the way up onto the walking track. Possession will remain with Baldwin as Spring Hill goes to the bench for Dylan Mitchell and Luke Metcalf, and a timeout is used by Baldwin. We'll take a quick break with him. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball. Broncos up 53-26 at 6:15 to go.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
53-26, Spring Hill leading Baldwin with 6:15 to go tonight. Girls lost earlier this evening 48-33 in a game that was tied going into the fourth quarter, but a 17-2 fourth quarter advantage for Baldwin put them on the way to a 4-0 start. Spring Hill girls now 1-2, and the Spring Hill boys on their way to 2-1 as they lead by 27. Open the game with a dunk from Alex Johnson on the opening possession, and it's been all Spring Hill since. Here's Berg working against Dominic, spin into the paint, and a foul against Spring Hill will lead to 2 shots for Alex Berg. They call it on Alex Johnson, his first. Team's 4th, 2 shots for Berg. Both free throws for Berg makes it 53-28. That's Jones straight away for 3, won't go. Berg the rebound. Inside, Garber knocked away and stolen by Dominic. And then through the hands of Metcalf, turned over. Deflection stays with Baldwin. Baldwin opened the year with a victory on the road at Paola, but they will drop their 3rd straight tonight. Peacock at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Berg. Can't do anything off of it. Now Garber works outside the paint mid-post. A foul from behind on Johnson. Second on Alex, 5th against Spring Hill with just under 5 to go in the ball game. Mahaffey wants the baseline. Mitchell cut him off, but allowed him to spin back inside for the 2. 4:43 to go. Lead is 28 still for, or 23, I should say, for Spring Hill. Jones trying to thread that one into Johnson, turns it over. Mahaffey missed the layup. Berg had the rebound, but then turned it over. And now Spring Hill gives it back. So a bit of a sloppy fourth quarter it's been so far for Spring Hill. Perhaps the attention to detail is starting to wane a little bit with this big lead, and that one's dropped in by Mahaffey, and a timeout taken by Baldwin. So that's 8 straight for Baldwin. And with 3:55 to go, the Bulldogs use their final timeout as they have closed the gap down to 21. They still got a lot of work to do, but a little life shown here late by Baldwin High School as they have scored 8 straight to make it 53-32. Spring Hill, 12-win team last year. Baldwin won just 1 game a year ago. They matched that win total on opening night this season. But now back-to-back losses. Spring Hill, 12-9 a year ago, opened up this season with that victory over Atchison. And they were raining in threes. Everything was looking nice in that game against Atchison. And then it was the opposite in their second game against Lansing when they could not make any threes. Only 2 made threes in that game. And Westbrook has said all along this year's team is going to kind of live and die by the 3. When it's on, they're going to be in a lot of ball games. But when they don't make their threes, they're going to be out of a lot of ball games. Tonight, they've made their share of 3-pointers. Letillier's knocked down 1. Ryan Weber's hit from downtown. Kaiser's made a 3. Daniel Mitchell's hit a 3, but only 4 3-pointers. They've hit some early when they needed to open up that lead, but then they have played very well on the glass tonight. They are a double-digit advantage in rebounding, something that they have not done well the first 2 games, or at least relative to the competition. They've been out-rebounded. Now here's Mitchell on the drive, and he'll lay one in. He's got 7. They needed that to end that 8-0 run. It was Paul Musselman who took the timeout for Baldwin, but I was kind of thinking to myself if Westbrook might be thinking about taking a timeout soon with the Baldwin run starting, and his opposite number did it for him. But now Spring Hill trying to finish this one strong. It's been such a good night. You'd love for him to finish out this fourth quarter strong and not see Baldwin climb back into it somewhat. That 3 missed by Luke Metcalf, rebounded by Alex Berg. Alex Berg. And now this is a runner that's missed by Ian McCoy, who's in for the first time. Letillier with a rebound. .245 left. Weber from the left wing knocks down the 5th 3 of the game for Spring Hill. And Weber with 18 points for a second consecutive game for Spring Hill. He's going to take over the crown as the leading scorer on this team through 3 games after another big night tonight. Mitchell called for a foul. And an and 1 chance for Cole Mahaffey, who's got 8 points here in this fourth quarter. All 8 he's scored in the game. A 4th foul on Mitchell. He'll be replaced by Cody Powell. And also coming in for the first time in this game is John Mitchell and Seth Hayes for Spring Hill. For Baldwin, they bring Jake Berg in for the first time, and Kivrin Heck checks in for his first action of the evening as well. And now Justice Roulette will check in for the first time for Baldwin. After Mahaffey made that free throw, he's had 9 fourth quarter points. So a strong finish to this game for Mahaffey after he was silent through 3 quarters. Averages 7.5 per game, but didn't look like he was going to get anywhere near that number tonight without a point through 3 quarters, but now a 9-point fourth quarter's got him there. Here's Kaiser missing from close range. Rowlett the rebound for Baldwin. Bulldogs have a chance to get it back underneath the 20 here. Martin is fouled by Powell, so he'll have a chance to do it at the line. Drake Martin only attempted 1 free throw so far this season. He missed it. And here tonight, he's now 0 for 1. Now he's 0 for 2 tonight. Mitchell inside to Letellier. Turnaround won't go. Martin clears for Baldwin. McCoy had that ball squared up that time by Seth Hayes, and he draws the jump ball call. It will stay with Baldwin. Good hustle play back on defense there by Hayes. Martin tracks down that inbound pass. Cody Powell right on him defensively, glued to him. 1:20 left. Martin to the corner. Rowlett back up top. McCoy, he lost the handle. It rolls out of bounds, and a turnover back to Spring Hill with 1:11 to play. Under a minute left as Landon Kaiser finds Evan Letellier underneath for an easy bucket. Letellier 7 points, 4 rebounds tonight. Good game from him. Landon Kaiser's had a strong night as well with 7 points. That was his second assist. And this time it's Jake Berg who will go to the free throw line as he's fouled on the drive. Spring Hill foul called on Evan Letellier. 2 shots for Berg. First is good. A foul called as the two sides were battling for that rebound, and it's going against Spring Hill. And they called it on Letellier. So it'll be now a 1-and-1 for Kivrin Hack. He hits the first. It adds the second. 60-40, Spring Hill. Final 30 seconds of this game. Now Kaiser with under 10, holding it back near midcourt. Will dribble out the final few seconds, and Spring Hill with a 20-point victory on the road tonight. They win it 60-40 over the Baldwin Bulldogs. Spring Hill now 2-1, and Baldwin drops their third straight to fall to 1-3. Coming up next, it's the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your local
Collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show tonight from Baldwin High School. It's a Spring Hill road victory, 60-40, the final score in this one as the Broncos lead wire to wire. They opened up the game by scoring on their opening possession, and they never trailed on their way to a 20-point road victory, led by as many as 28 at one point in the second half. No ties, no lead changes, all Broncos. They are now 2-1 with the victory, and the Baldwin Bulldogs drop to 1-3 with the loss, their third straight loss. The 60 points and the 60 points given up by Baldwin the second time. They've now given up that 60-point mark, and the 40 that they scored, a season low for Baldwin High, as Spring Hill wins this one by 20 points tonight. They turned it over just 12 times this evening, Spring Hill, and they forced 18 turnovers out of Baldwin. Spring Hill big on the glass this evening, at +9 on the rebounding margin, a 27-18 edge for Spring Hill this evening. One of the big stats we talked about in the open, winning the rebounding tonight, and they certainly did, as they win this rebounding battle by a 9-board advantage. Take a look at some of the final numbers for you. Baldwin will start there. They had one guy in double figures. That was Matthew Garber with 10 points. Cole Mahaffey scored 9. All of it came in the fourth quarter for him. Colby Zimmerman had 5. Hunter Peacock with 4. Kivren Heck with 2. Jordan Barth, the leading scorer for Baldwin on the year, came in averaging 11.5 per game. He was held to just 5 points tonight. And Jake Berg had 2. Jake Berg had 1 and Alex Berg had 2. Andrew Washi with 2 as well for Baldwin. Their leading rebounder was Alex Berg, who had 5 rebounds. Jordan Barth had 3. Matthew Garber had 4. For Spring Hill, they had only one guy in double figures tonight. They had 8 different players score, led by Ryan Weber, who scores 18 for a second straight night. Big game from Weber, 18 points, 3 rebounds, and another couple of assists. He's had multi-assists in all 3 games this year, and now for the second straight night scores 18 for the Broncos. He was the lone man in double figures, but lots of scoring elsewhere. Cooper Jones with 6, Evan Letillier with a season-high 7, Landon Kaiser with a season-high 7, Alex Johnson with 9, Daniel Mitchell with 7, Luke Metcalf with a season-high 4, and Aaron Dominic with 2 tonight. On the glass, it was Cooper Jones leading the way with 5 rebounds this evening. Evan Letillier pulled down 4 along with Aaron Dominic and Cody Powell. They each had 4 as well. Ryan Weber had 3. And in the assist column, four different players with multiple assists tonight. Cooper Jones, Ryan Weber, Landon Kaiser, and Alex Johnson. All four of them had 2 assists apiece. Broncos win this one on the road tonight, 60-40 your final score. More of the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
This is Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show tonight from Baldwin High School. A post-game show brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, where they work with all insurance companies to get you back on the road in no time. Learn more by visiting them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. The head coach of the Broncos joins us now on the post-game show, Wes Book, following a 60-40 victory tonight here in Baldwin. A wire-to-wire victory for your guys tonight. Coach, you open up with a nice little set play for Johnson to get him a dunk, and the guys kept on rolling right from there on. A 20-point road victory tonight. What do you think about the way your guys played this evening?
Yeah, going back to our loss against Lansing on last Friday and then having our game canceled on Monday, we really challenged our guys on Tuesday and Wednesday from a defense and rebounding standpoint. Pre-game today was all about being aggressive. We wanted to set the tone early, so we came out aggressively. I actually told him to lay the ball in, and he didn't listen to me. But it worked out. It was there. It was a great pass. Aaron Dominic set a good screen, and, he dunked, and I did really thought that set the tone for us tonight.
You never look back after that. You led by as many as 28 at one point in the second half. Really closed the first half strong. I thought that was an important final 2 minutes. You guys went on a 9-0 run in the final 2 minutes of the first half. So it wasn't like it was, you were up already by, 9 at that point, but that really propelled you guys, I felt like, into the second half with that strong first half finish.
Yeah, and even better, we had 2 starters on the bench in foul trouble, so we got to play some guys that hadn't gotten much experience the last, this season or at all. And for those guys to be able to step into that position and go on a little run going into half, it definitely gave us some momentum.
8 guys end up scoring in this game, led by Ryan Weber. He was the only one in double figures. Another 18-point game. That's back-to-back games now that Ryan's put 18 in there, so he's playing with some good confidence on the offensive end right now.
Yeah, and you look at it from an offensive standpoint, he had 18, but I think more impressive was his defense tonight. Number 15 for them is their best player, and he pretty much shut him down. I haven't looked at their box score, but he did a really good job setting the tone defensively, and I think that carried over to his offense, just being extremely aggressive.
Yeah, Barth held to just 5 points for Baldwin, their leading scorer coming in, and you mentioned Weber, a big part of that, and you mentioned the rebounding as well. I don't know what the final margin that you guys have. I had you at a +9 in this game on the rebounding margin. I know that was an important thing for you, as you've talked about, and the guys responded that well.
Yeah, and again, Tuesday and Wednesday, that was one of the main focus. We did a lot of rebounding drills, a lot of toughness drills where we made our guys compete against one another. And I thought that carried over tonight. More impressively, you win by 20, and you look at it, we were looking at the stats of that, we were 6 for 26 from 3, which is only 23%, which I thought we got a lot of open looks, and I wasn't mad at our guys, but we really didn't shoot the ball that well. So that means we played really good defense, and we rebounded the ball really well.
You mentioned some of the guys that don't see big minutes necessarily, or hadn't to this point, that came in and played very well for you tonight. I had Evan Latilia for 7 points and 4 rebounds, Landon Kaiser for 7 points and a couple of assists, and Luke Metcalf with 4 points and a couple of rebounds. So those are some of those guys that you're talking about, that it's nice to see them not only play and have to play quality minutes, but to perform when they're out there in those minutes.
Yeah, and those guys all had good weeks in practice, and we're trying to be competitive in practice, and those guys showed it in practice this week. And it gives me the confidence to put them on the floor, and it carries over. Evan Latilia has been really good for us. Played well in the JV game tonight too. 7 and 4 for him. That's exactly what we want him to do. provided some toughness and some defense and rebounding, and really did a good job. And I thought, Landon and Luke both also did a good job on the offensive end, but I thought they guarded and rebounded for the most part pretty well.
Well, you got a busy second quote-unquote half of the season. It's obviously not nearly half when you talk about number of games. Only get 3 games in here before the Christmas break, and then you're going to come back and get busy to work right away in January with a visit to Paola on the 3rd, and then it's go time. They don't feel like you're playing about every other day. It feels like
Yeah, and I kind of told our guys that, 4 games is the least we've ever played when I've been here, and then, you get canceled, so you're on to 3, and I said, we got 17 games in January and February with back-to-back 3-game weeks, so we got to continue to get better. That Christmas break practice is going to be really important for us to figure out who we are and to be able to develop an identity that because once we get into games, you don't have time to adjust. You're not going to have time to move people around, really, so we got to be ready to go. So we got to have really good practice starting next Friday.
Well, Coach, looking forward to getting back in the gym with you guys when we do come back in January. So, again, congratulations on the victory tonight. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all of that to you and your family and the entire team and everybody with the program. And we're looking forward to getting back at it in 2020.
I appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you, everybody at Spring Hill Sports Live and all the listeners out there.
That's Wes Book, the head coach of the Spring Hill Broncos. They win it tonight on the road, 60-40 over the Baldwin Bulldogs. For Caden Carbajo, I'm Bryce Kessler. We say good night from Baldwin High School tonight, as the Spring Hill boys get to 2-1 and the Spring Hill girls drop to 1-2 earlier tonight. Back at it January 3rd, a visit to Paola as we return in 2020. Thanks for joining us tonight. You've been watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
It's time for Spring Hill High School basketball. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5.